If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Steers on the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive better more than. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side flyer. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy. What's up? What's up, dude? Messi. That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. The Pinks, they win it all. World champions.
Well, I'm not.
World champions. They have
Right.
taken over soccer.
Mhm.
It took Messi a mere 7 matches. His sport. That's what he does. He just comes in here, turns soccer around. We have taken over the world.
Well,
You see that trophy?
that's a good
bigger than-
trophy right there.
Way bigger than the World Cup. Way bigger.
True.
Way bigger.
That's true.
You know
World
what they
Cup
say?
is like, yeah, what is that? You know, it looks like
Hey, you know what?
It's an actual cup.
looks
Because-
like a thermos.
Because when you say World Cup, you don't need a big ass trophy.
I think it is a little underwhelming. I know it's like, what is it? Solid gold? Is that why it's not as big as other trophies? Because soccer looks like it likes to do up trophies. Either way, doesn't matter. You want to know what is gold? Messi, dude. Messi. That's what's gold. Man, I didn't know the goalie kicks PKs.
Wow, me either.
I didn't
And
know
they
that.
went
They're
directly
soccer
to-
players, dude.
I had no idea that it goes to
Yeah.
the
That's just
goalie.
like you're like I've told you stories about like what you do on a field in your sport doesn't limit your athletic ability.
Doesn't mean like
It's just what you do on that team.
No, but in my soccer noobness, I legitimately didn't know that was the rules. Like Bobrovsky doesn't take like a penalty shot. That's not how it goes.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that once you run out of players, the goalie has to go kick.
They don't do
Me
penalty
too.
shots
They do shootout.
in
Regular season, they
soccer.
do. In hockey, yeah. They do
In
shoot.
hockey, I mean, they do. I didn't know they did shootouts.
In
I
regular
thought
season, they do.
it just had a
Mm.
tie.
Yeah, I had no idea. So that dude got the game-winning.
Yeah.
Drake Callender went out there, got the game-winning PK, and then the game-winning save.
I would say
Yeah.
this. When was the last time you think he came into a field of play
I don't know.
to the pitch and say, you know what? Today, I'm going to kick the winning.
Today, I'm
PK.
gonna boot it.
Yeah.
Can I say it's actually, I heard him on Joe this morning. It's also the first time he's ever even blocked a kick.
He did against Atlanta.
I think he said Atlanta, he had one time where he blocked it.
It
but
seems
didn't.
impossible. It's
Well,
such a hard
you
job
have
for the
to
goalie.
yeah.
guess, and it's
But
so difficult.
And they're not even like they
mean-
don't even look like they're close half the time. It's such an unfair way to go decide a game in a lot of ways.
But here's the funny part about it is that as fluid as he looked when he blocked it was not so fluid when they scored. that
That's what I'm
goal.
saying. Like
It
you're
was-
saying,
he
oh,
was
he's
like-
a soccer
he was
player.
like- no,
You're sitting here
he was
like,
like,
oh,
"Oh,
you should-
the
you
ball."
think he should be Otani out there, the Otani of soccer.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
I think he.
I can't.
I think they said on the broadcast, he's like, yeah, did it a couple kicks just to get loose. Never does that.
Wow.
Go win us a trophy calendar. But he did it, and that's the trickle down of Messi. Messi will influence his goalies to even.
Messi kicked his PK hour ago.
Well, that's how they do it. Your best
I
guy goes
know.
first. Trickle down, dude. That's the Messi effect.
I really thought, like you said,
wanna
I didn't know
bank
the
one.
goalie kicked. I was like, yo, he's going to come back. Maybe we'll be able to pick Messi.
We should be
again.
allowed to use Messi as much as we want.
Once we get through the lineup, you should pick your
Look,
best
once we
player.
officially take over soccer, which trust me when I say it will be soon. It
Yep.
will be soon.
You're,
Once we
you're-
officially take
here
over
we go.
soccer,
You're doing it.
once we officially take over soccer, in Tob's soccer, Messi will be allowed to PK as much as he wants. That's how it will go. That's how it will go.
Yeah.
Nothing but Messi PKs.
Yeah. You know that.
Unless we get Neymar too.
You ain't getting Neymar.
Well,
not
yet.
until he gets that 200-300 million.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see. That's what you said about Messi, and look, now he's taking.
No.
That is what you said about Messi. It's actually,
but no.
Exactly what you said.
But
about Messi.
here's the difference, though.
You were wrong.
No. Okay, great. You can keep throwing stuff out there. Eventually, you'll be right. But here's the deal: is that nobody else is talking about Neymar, just you.
Mm-hmm.
This Messi thing, a lot of people have been talking about Messi for a while.
Well, I mean, Neymar did say out of his own mouth that I'm going to come to Miami.
Okay. After I get this 300 million.
No, he didn't say that. He said he'll be there in years. He didn't say that.
Then where is he?
Where is he? In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. After he get this million.
Enjoy that, fat cat.
That's it. Okay.
You want to talk about fat cat leagues?
All right.
They're not changing the sport like Messi.
Okay.
You have the call, Marcos. You have the game-winning call for the Pinks. They are champions of the world. Miami finally gets over the hump. Here is Whittingham with the world championship call.
Panico against Calendar, will shoot with his right, takes a deep breath, approaches it, Panico towards the right, and Calendar saves! And Miami have won their first ever trophy! They take League's Cup in the shootout! 1-1 after 90 minutes! 10-9 after the shootout! Calendar, the hero, scoring and saving in the final round!
Quick question.
What?
Why does it sound like they're playing in Dry Pink Stadium?
Because everybody loves Messi.
Wait,
Have you not seen the price?
If I told you that match was not in Miami, would you be shocked? Right. You know how loud that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was awesome. You want to know who went home sad? And he's down bad because Miami just keeps sending him home sad?
Who?
Giannis.
Why?
Because Giannis owns Nashville. He owns Nashville, and he was being a rat bastard.
Oh, the team?
Yeah, he owns Nashville. Just like Joel Embiid owns a piece of Philly. I think he owns a piece of Philly. And so, like, a lot of these guys, I think Mahomes owns a piece of Kansas City. Like, a lot of athletes get in the ownership game, right?
Am I missing something with that, though? Is there no Milwaukee team, I guess?
No. Milwaukee soccer, come on, dude. What are you going to do?
Okay. I don't even know what they do over there.
I don't either.
Cheese.
I don't know. It's just
cheese and wine.
But either way, so Giannis was being a real rat bastard, and he was, before the game, he was doing the Ronaldo celebration, like, before the game. You know, Ronaldo versus Messi. He thinks he's cute, you know?
No, he owns all of Nashville.
Well, guess what? You know what he owns? All of that ass kicking. That's what he owns. That's what he owns. Because Miami ends your season again. Well, ends your tournament. Well, ends you again, Giannis. And then, you know, he thinks he's so cute. Like, he comes out, he goes, oh, respect to Messi. You weren't respecting him before the game. You were being an antagonist, Giannis.
Oh, ownership group.
Damage is done, my friend.
That also includes Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, check this out. Legally Blonde, not so much there, dude. Because guess what? Messi, he overrules you.
She wasn't in Legally Blonde, wasn't that Anna?
Nah, it was her.
Reese Witherspoon, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was she in? Oh, what? She was in one of those lawyer movies too.
Who?
Anna. What's her name? The comedian, the blonde hair. I can't think of her name.
Amy Schumer.
Not Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer's built like a donut.
Giannis. But you know what? Giannis will probably just tell Nashville. He goes, don't worry, guys. This isn't a failure. It's just steps to success. Even though Messi comes in here and he goes, hey, you know what steps to success are? Winning every game and scoring in every game.
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris.
She did the blonde, the same type of movies.
She was a lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't think you're right.
Sweet and smoking. He said it the best. Hell of a dead fish, Leroy just threw out to the show's lap.
Either way, Giannis, just, you know, continue holding Miami L's, Giannis. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just continue enjoying that.
Really?
Dude. Yeah.
I
What?
didn't know that, dude. I didn't know he knew.
Oh, no. He was being disrespectful, and
Wow.
and he deserves it.
If there's anyone who's going to find disrespect of Miami, it's going to be Tobin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Messi, respect. You weren't respectable before the game. Don't start now. Don't start now with your Ronaldo celebrations. I don't know if it's true or not, but people were saying that they were chanting "Let's go Heat" at him.
Wow.
I can't verify that. I don't know if that's true, but I did see
Okay.
tweets
Really?
about that.
Okay.
I saw tweets. Changing the game, dude. Changing the game.
They still call tweets?
Whatever. X's.
I don't
But I feel like when you call it X's, like you're, you know,
getting bitter.
right. That's exactly where I was going.
Very strange.
Guess what? The owner of Twitter.
Mm.
A lot of bitter.
He is bitter.
Not serious about his fights.
Headlines brought to you by New Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
What's
I wanted to ask you,
What?
how good was the fight?
It was good. I mean, it wasn't.
It was an upset, right?
That's what I should say.
Sean wasn't the.
It wasn't really a good fight. The first round was very boring, and then the knockout was awesome.
But Sugar Sean, he was underdog.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Big
a
underdog.
Big
He
underdog.
was a big underdog.
Something about getting knocked out.
He
Getting knocked out doesn't have a favorite, right?
No,
you
I
can
mean,
get hit
like,
with a stray.
He I don't know, for whatever reason, Aljamain Sterling decided to rush in with his chin, and he like left it on a platter for O'Malley. Step back, bang, hits him with the right hand, goes down in a heap, and then just pummels on him until they stop the fight. Some people were saying early stoppage. I think he would have just kept getting his ass kicked. So, it wasn't like Aljamain Sterling was, because he the last part before they stopped is he turned over his back, which, you're only part of defense there. And there was a lot of time left in the round as you're going to like put your hands over your head and get your ass kicked. So yeah, it was, I thought the stoppage was fine, but yeah, O'Malley won, dude. O'Malley won. It was an awesome performance. It was a what people are saying is a star making performance from Sean O'Malley. And that he'll be like the next face of the UFC. That's what everybody's saying.
We got Sugar Sean.
And we
Sugar
have
Shane.
beef with him.
Well, I have beef with him.
We
Why?
have beef with him.
Remember, he was upset because he got sensitive because my dummy producer on the MMA show decided to tag him on a segment. We were talking about the most popular UFC fighters, and all I said was I didn't even insult him as a I may have said that he didn't win his last fight, which maybe he did. But he was upset. He took issue with the idea that I said that Jorge Masvidal was currently more popular than he was because he hadn't headlined a show yet.
Well, and I would say this is that you have bias because he's from down here.
I do have bias, but
Okay.
I also
that's
I also had facts at the time. No, I think Sean O'Malley probably will end up. He's going to be one of those popular guys in UFC. But my point at the time of doing the segment was he's not yet.
Fighters don't have that type of
Well,
awareness.
That's why he called me stupid and fat.
He did say that.
Yeah, rude. But I don't care. It doesn't really matter to
The
me.
second one was
It's
unnecessary.
not. I don't really take issue with it because it was really my producer's issue of needing to get the show attention. Which,
Way to go.
put you out there.
Yeah, put me out there. Like I've had Sean O'Malley. We've had Sean O'Malley on. We've had him on a couple of times, and we probably won't anymore now that once you become that.
You ruined it.
I didn't ruin it.
You
No.
ruined it.
Nah, just the first thing that goes.
So you got your buddy from another show you do ruining our stuff?
Yeah. That's why I told him he was an idiot. I reprimanded him for it.
Mm-hmm. Reprimanded. How do you reprimand somebody? You
Don't do
always
that
getting
again.
yelled at.
Don't do that again, or I fire you.
Wow. You said that to me before.
Yeah. Fix it, dude.
Oh, man. Who's next for him? Cheeto?
If it was by merit, it should be Merab. Although I think they're saying Merab did just have surgery. I don't know if he'll be ready for December, which is when O'Malley wants to fight. Merab deserves the shot more than anybody. But it'll probably be Cheeto. I would guess it's probably going to be Cheeto just because, they got the history. Cheeto's got the win over O'Malley.
Is that his only loss?
Yeah, and it came with some controversy because O'Malley got hurt in that fight. But he did lose. He did lose. So he was going around for a while saying he was undefeated, that he's never lost. But yeah, Cheeto can knock you out. Cheeto is the problem with Cheeto is he just starts too slow. Like he's got to get his ass in gear in some of these fights, especially 5-round fights.
He starts off behind. Always starts off 1 or 2 rounds down.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like he's always looking for the home run shot, and the problem is when you're a good home run hitter is like you always think it's going to come. And it cost him like his last fight against Corey Sandhagen, and he didn't get it going to the last round. And then this last fight, I actually was like, he might have lost that fight. I thought he won 2-1, but I was like, I could see him losing 2-1. And the judges, like 2 of the judges had him winning 30-27. I thought that was crazy. He didn't win all the rounds in that fight. That was wrong. But judges, what are you going to do? Idiots.
That's what's funny. Every time we interview somebody, they always say, and you never know.
You never know. You never know. Do you have the calls in there, Marcos? Do you have the UFC John Anik on the call from this weekend? Here,
I don't.
You don't. Okay, you kind of perked up like you did
Because when he said calls, I was like, is it in the system? But then I realized those are the ones you put in that I have to put in, and I'm not good at my job.
It's all good, dude.
Thank
It's all
you.
good. I didn't know we were going to go this route because all I wanted to do this route was brag about Messi. But we
That's
will
what
get
I
to that.
wanted.
We will hear a little bit of Sean O'Malley after his victory.
Mm.
And lots to get to here on the program, including a Dolphins preseason victory where they ran all over the Texans. We're back with more after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, you want to get your hair cut by the Miami Hurricanes and Miami Dolphins barber? We've got your chance to freshen up and look your best with Steven Rivera, the barber to the athletes. Enter now at WQAM.com/contests. Got the van that goes around, you know. It's always a cool in when you got like the athletes, you know, you're in charge of the game day hair.
Truly, it's an art form.
Yep, it is an art form.
We used to, when I played in Cleveland, we had a condo and our condos were attached. So we were right next to each other. And every Friday, the barber would come over his house and we hang out over there. Cut hair, talk a little trash, play some dominoes or whatever.
You guys ever got cut from, well, not obviously when you were in the league, but at any point in life, did you ever get the old haircut from mom?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, no.
Yeah.
Grandma could hook up a fade.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
when you live in the hood, and I'm gonna tell you this, all you guys out there listening, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you from the hood, somebody in your family does hair and nails, and you can go get you a cut. Then, when I got to Minnesota, and Leroy became his barber.
You're doing it yourself.
Yeah, because
was that just on convenience?
Yes,
You didn't
yes.
trust anyone. Okay.
Yeah, out of convenience.
Yeah.
You know, and plus I wasn't like doing a fade. I was just cutting it all off. I'm like, why am I gonna spend all this money just
When did you get to shaving point? What year?
I would say probably I started doing it on and off when I was in Cleveland. And then when I got to Minnesota, then I started doing it myself.
Did you go Pedro Serrano style with a knife?
No, dude, I use clippers. I don't do razor on my head. You know, you can't do a razor on your head because you putting that helmet on and that helmet is running. The top of your head will look like a Nestle Crunch. Come on, you gotta keep it clean. I had to put a little bandana on to protect from the nasty helmet. Yeah, man, you can't play those games.
Helmets.
I had the whole mom cutting my hair thing when I was younger until pieces of my ear went missing strangely. And we determined it's probably best if I just don't do this anymore.
Hey, yeah.
Josh Hart says, good thing that Tobin always shaves before the show grows too much. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. It's already getting there.
Can I just tell you something?
It's already getting there, dude.
Okay. It's hard for me to even see a hair follicle on your face, let alone hair.
Yeah, there's no hair follicles because I shave before every show.
Hmm.
Oh my God, it's already getting itchy.
That's from a month.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now. I just shaved hours ago.
Dude, yeah, really?
Mere hours ago.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Hold it.
Oh, yeah.
See, you need to stop playing.
What are you talking about, dude?
You can't grow facial hair. Wait, stop lying to these people.
Says you.
Says me.
You know, my daughter won't even let me hug her. She goes, too much.
Dude, how long? Listen, even through the pandemic, right? When everybody was looking rough.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, some people care about their looks, some don't. You know, if you were looking like a schlub, you were looking like a schlub. Just because we were hermits.
Show me one picture with facial hair.
I already have.
That was
the mustache.
That when you was petting that rabbit, you
Everybody
perv.
knows, dude. Why does a bunny make me a perv?
Because you're holding a rabbit with a fake mustache.
Did you say schlub? The old love using schlub.
I think Vic Fangio speaks tomorrow. I'm very excited. I just want to see who he's not happy with.
Yeah.
Just who is Vic Fangio?
By the way, let's get to this game.
All right, let's get to it.
You want to do it now or you want to take a break?
We can start getting to it.
Okay.
Galen's on vacation, so who cares?
There's a couple of things that you should really be excited about coming from what you saw.
Mm-hmm.
One, they ran the hell out of the ball.
Yep. Over 200.
All different types of runs. It looked really good. And if you notice, when they established that run, it created opportunities for others. The passing would have looked much better if that first ball that Skylar threw was caught. It should have been caught.
Yeah, should have been.
Or that deep ball.
Cedric Wilson's not used to it though.
And you got to take those shots. Those shots will keep you honest. Those shots will keep a defense honest, have them on their heels, and then you pound it.
Mhm.
And so it was a nice mixture of pounding the ball. Everybody's talking about the offensive line and decisions to be made in the offensive line.
Mhm.
Who wants to make decisions? Who's going to get cut in that running back room?
It's tough because I would say Ahmed's probably coming into that with probably his job on the line going into that. Like that's going to be Wilson. It's going to be Mostert. A-Chain's
You know what's funny? You don't even think like that. You just want to play.
No, I know.
Right.
But I'm saying like he probably came in because Myles Gaskin didn't play. So he's probably got a leg up, I would say, if you're not playing in that game.
Well, he played the first. See, here's the crazy. The first week was Myles Gaskin, right?
Yeah.
And then last week, this past game was Ahmed.
Yeah.
Right. And they both played really well.
Everybody ran well. Man.
Not to mention, you still got A-Chain.
A-Chain, who suffered a shoulder injury, but he looked good too. He had a big 20-yard run.
Right. So
they averaged over 5 yards a carry.
I like and this is why I was getting to the point where you didn't need Dalvin Cook, right? Because some of those runs that they're running, Waddle and Tyreek are going to get some of those wide zone runs. They're just going to send them in motion and toss it, have them go. And so they're going to run from every different angle. I like the way they had tried to establish running it up the middle. They had some success there. And then they said, let's get them with the speed.
Mhm.
So
they're full of a lot of speed, but they had that big run because, look, the game could have started off. It did start off in disaster with the Tua pick.
Yeah.
I mean, just a disaster.
Yep.
Defense held.
Dude. I watched that play so many times. Sometimes Tua does these things, which is so crazy. He's so talented. And then sometimes I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to tell you.
He does have some what the bleep plays for sure. But, you got to knock the rust off. He hasn't been. Yeah. The bullets haven't been flying for him in a long time.
Was that Denzel Perryman with the?
Yeah.
Wow. I was like, a Denzel Perryman side.
Didn't he get drafted by San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he was a
second rounder.
I think he was in Oakland for a bit or
Vegas. Yeah, he's like 30 something now.
Looks slim. I thought he was running that back.
Denzel Perryman was a good player, man. He's been a really solid player, but he was a really great player on the Canes.
Yeah. He was it. He was one of those guys, one of those few guys that you remember.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he had the play, and then you were just thinking to yourself, what was he thinking there? But the defense held. The defense held him.
Wow.
Well, it did help that they there's a rule in coaching. I've asked about this rule, and I will continue to ask because it varies. Always take the first points and the last points, right? Or points to tie the game.
In a regular season game, they're taking points.
Right.
In a regular season game, they're taking points. But even that being said, even if you held that situation to a field goal,
you still win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Right.
When it happened, we were thinking, okay, holding the 3 points, that's a win for the defense.
Yeah, but they ended up not. And then the next play, nearly, I thought it was a safety, but nearly got snapped into the end zone. I was like, what is this start? What is this?
And then they proceeded to go 93 yards.
Yes. Yep. The huge run by Mostert gets him out of hell.
Did you think somebody in the huddle looked around the huddle and go, hey, man, what are we doing?
And then, of course, in classic McCoachin style after the game, he's like, started off the game with the interception. And McDaniel's like, love it. Perfect way to start it. Here's McDaniel.
I told him before the game, I didn't expect him to play that long. But if adversity comes our way, to seize it. And he took it extremely literal. So, to me, it's like, all right, perfect. What are you going to do? I think it was so valuable because it was the first play. And he came back as I would expect. But the rep, he had already put himself there before. What happens when that happens? It was on a play that he's had a lot of success with, and he threw a pick. So we got behind the sticks, and I think we had like a 14 or 15 play drive that was critical on 3 or 4 third downs on it. So that is exactly what preseason's for. That's why you want somebody to play I'm glad he got it out of the way. But more importantly, the team didn't blink. The team had a pretty short field to defend, right? And what a momentum swing that is when your defense can come up and not bat an eye, hold a team for to not have points, and then progress from there. So I was happy with the way the team responded to that.
Yeah, they held strong, and
Huh?
yeah, they held strong. They held strong.
My man is a rambler.
That could have been a lot shorter.
Yes.
That could have been a lot shorter.
Hey, he lost me. I started looking at Dan Orlovsky. I'm serious.
We'll continue on. We'll hear a little bit from Tua also. Plenty to dive into from that Dolphins first preseason game. Some heat fodder out there as well. Love fodder, dude. Love it. Go to break there, Froggy Mostert.
Damn it. Good game.
welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. The channel, Miami 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 o'clock here on the program today, here on a Monday. Broward back to school today. Definitely felt it on the way in.
Yep.
Definitely felt it on the way in. Everybody is back to school. And you know what? We hope everybody has a great start to the school year. Good luck to everybody. And if you're listening to us right now, you should be listening to your teachers.
Yes. I appreciate the dedication.
Yeah, we appreciate it. If you're a kid right now sneaking and listening to Tobin and Leroy in your class, listening to Silly Sauce, listen to your teacher.
Pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention, dude.
Your wife's a teacher. You don't listen to her.
Yeah, I do. I listen to her all the time. What haven't I ever listened to my wife about?
When you tried to burn the hat in the house?
She wasn't there, so I did not listen to her. She wasn't there. She was on where was she? She was on vacation.
I think one time she may have said, "Don't start fires in the house."
I don't think she did.
Well,
it was, and by the way, it was a close set. So like, you guys are still dwelling on this. Grow up.
It's an oversight on her part. I see.
It's just you guys sit here and you quibble and you say, Tobin, you're dangerous. Tobin, you don't take things seriously. Tobin this, Tobin that. Like, it was a close set. We're going to keep talking about this?
Yes.
It's enough already.
Yes.
We got other things to worry about. And you guys sitting here still talking about, is Tobin crazy because he nearly burned down the house? No, the only thing she ever asked was like, why do we have so many matches? I'm like, good question. I don't know.
Got to get yourself a lighter watch.
Do you still have that on right now? Wow.
Always.
It's like you're a spy.
I am.
What made you think like I need to have a lighter with my watch? Or is it just a ridiculous question as to why wouldn't you want a lighter with your watch?
I think you know the answers to that. I mean, I prefer a laser, but they don't have that yet.
You guys see Tua use jujitsu during the game?
I didn't.
Break fall, dude. Wow. He was getting the heat was coming at him, and you know what happened?
Yeah.
Fell correctly. Training's working, dude.
Already paying off.
Training is working, Leroy. The training is working.
I think he made the tackle on the interception too. Right?
Let me tell you,
he threw himself at his feet.
They are in trouble. They are in trouble, dude.
Way we started, I thought we were in trouble.
Right now, Leroy is just locked in on getting food. He's no interest in this segment whatsoever.
I'm listening.
Let me get a salad, Leroy.
Listening is not just having your headphones on. You're not engaged.
You were talking to Frog Boy. I was letting him hold it down for a minute.
Listen, don't talk to Bam out of Flyo like that.
Point for Tobin.
Did you have a good birthday?
I did. It was very calm. Very calm. I dropped the baby off at my brother's for the first time.
The Shoe Brother?
No, different brother.
This
time.
I was getting ready to say Shoe Brother. I don't know. I don't like. I'm
sketch.
I'm not saying your kid might come back dressed like Jordan because he got his whole family.
When you got a couple brothers, you know which one is babysitting material, and which one, maybe not.
Which one you don't trust as much? Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I'm with you.
Shoe Brother. That's not your guy.
Can't be trusting Shoe Brother.
No, he can take him to the game. That's fun.
He's fun. He's fun, uncle.
He's fun. Yeah, he's funkel. But I did a boat yesterday. I did a boat thing. Took a page out of Jay Figg's book.
Went on a boat. The weather was terrible.
It was horrendous. It was horrendous.
That's not smart.
I mean, when you book it and you pay for it already, you're going on a boat.
They get you rain or shine.
They don't. Yeah, that's what. I see. That's probably one of the reasons why I've never ever thought about chartering a boat. Mm-hmm. The weather's too iffy down here.
You need to do it in like a
like when it's more expensive in like
not hurricane
January, February, March.
Season. Yeah, snowbird season.
But it's windy then. And so the waves are a lot choppier.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm not, at least when you say windy, it's not hurricane windy, No. It's not at that level yet. By the way, I was just seeing during the break, is it Jovic, dude?
What about him?
A little step back 3-ski to give Serbia the lead over Brazil.
That's happening right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where they're in
no, that's not the worst part.
Strings
I think Jimmy from the Hawk and Crowder show is doing the play-by-play.
Do they have this British guy on the call, dude? Really?
Hey, can we play it or no? I don't know.
It's 5:45.
Here, listen to this.
What? Step back 3.
Strings it.
That sounds like Jimmy.
Why do the Brits have to make everything sound so classy? It's not
Yes.
strings it.
He's not even from way downtown bang.
No, he's not bang.
He
Yeah.
strings it.
Strings it.
Prior to that, though, he seemed very like we were inconveniencing him to call this.
Like, Jovic.
Jovic.
I wish I was
the
calling
ball.
Messi right now. Jovic. Strings it.
Dude, by the way, my wife is on a different television watching experience.
What do you mean?
Because she's watched everything. She's been laying in bed for 2.5 weeks.
Oh.
So she says, now I'm watching a show.
Hmm?
Now, this show had John Sally. It had who's the short basketball player that
Muggsy Bogues?
No. Older.
Spud Webb?
No, younger. I mean,
Younger.
just
Isaiah
recently.
Thomas?
No.
Not
Nate
the other-
Robinson.
Huh?
Nate Robinson?
Robinson.
Okay. Guy got knocked out by Jake Paul is what you should say.
Wow. So they're judges. In this show, they cook a 3-course meal
They're judges.
with wait for it,
Hmm?
with cannabis infused food. So the appetizer comes, we use 2 grams of THC and CBD, and then they have the main course and then dessert. She goes, whew, after the main course, they are giddy.
Wow.
She's just laying there.
They're
And
just
this is
high-
what she's watching on Netflix.
High as a kite.
Yes. It
That's
was
rough.
crazy.
Strings it.
That's what he said. Oh my
It's the only
goodness.
eating experience where you get hungrier as the meal goes on.
Yeah.
Strange.
Oh yeah.
That's something, man. But yeah, man, the blokes always call everything better. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
I
It's not really
got to
fair.
tell you, I watched the Pinks on a Spanish station.
Oh,
Did you queue up Whittingham with the sound, or you just
No.
watched it in
I just
Spanish?
watched it.
Mm.
I mean, I could see what's going on. I didn't like. And I will say this: when you watch Spanish-speaking sports, it's hard to tell what's going on because they do everything with so much excitement.
Mm.
But no, I got to watch the game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like, it was a very exciting game. I had it on at the same time as UFC, and it was thrilling. And the fact that you turned into every game and Messi scores. Do you have the Messi call? Do we have Whittingham's call of Messi once again scoring? Because that's what Messi does. He gets on there and he scores. He strings it.
Taylor and Joseph interchanging. Taylor now in towards the penalty area, trying to slide him behind it towards Kremaski, but the challenge of the way. Left for Messi, going around Zimmerman. Messi towards goal. Into the top corner. Lionel Messi again. Goal number 10 of this League's Cup, and he's given Miami the lead in this final. You cannot but appreciate the wonder of Lionel Messi. It looked like there was no space. He found it, and he found the top corner. 1-0 Miami.
He just has to be like messing around at this point. Like the freeness, the freeness that this guy must be playing with down here. Because like people can talk about they could talk about the town in the league and whatever. I mean, we could quibble over that. You guys say that there's a league that's more premier, debatable. But what you can't deny is that this guy, like some of the goals that this guy could just put forth, nobody could stop.
No,
Nobody can stop. I don't care who you put out there. He just has such an artfulness to his soccer. You know, it really is breathtaking. It's like watching Red Grooms in his prime paint a home run sculpture.
-1. Like, nice try, but -1.
-1.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Red Grooms.
Do you see how humble he was after the game as well?
Dude, he took off his captain's band.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so great.
Yeah.
So great.
That's
you know?
definitely one thing that kind of
And
separates
Tata, dude. You know, what can
Oh.
you say about Tata?
Tata.
You know? Just pulls the right strings.
Strings it.
Strings it. What?
I hate when you go full
what?
knucklehead.
I'm not being a knucklehead.
Yes, you are.
Okay, well, let me get this straight. So you're denying that Tata wasn't pulling the right strings. That's you disagree with that?
Probably thinks they were pulling the white strings.
You don't think Tata? This has nothing to do with Tata?
Yeah, get the ball to the Italians.
Wow.
That's like
all right.
kicking and screaming.
If anybody disagrees that Tata's not pulling the right strings, 305-567-0560,
Get the ball to
I'll hear
Messi.
it from you. But like,
Get the ball to Messi.
it's you know that's
You know what I
fine.
realized too? Messi gets a lot of downtime. He does a lot of walking.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, not enough for you.
Okay, not enough for you. Okay.
No, he's no.
Plays the whole game. He
No,
doesn't
no.
get subbed out.
Here. Make no mistake about it. Do you? Right?
It doesn't sound like you're saying "do you."
Yes, I am.
It sounds like you're saying he's fat catting it at some points.
Listen, I'm riding the soccer wave with Messi.
He knows when to pull and when to not and not. He knows when to go full throttle. He knows a little gamesmanship. And don't forget, like they're always trying to rough him up too at some point during a game.
Yep.
That's another thing because they get so
He's tiny.
Nah, it's very unbecoming.
Well,
It's very unbecoming of what they're doing. I don't like it.
Also, Menu puts up a good point. Walking for 90 minutes, still not easy. Still
Right.
not easy, dude.
Right? It's a power walk
It's a
too.
lot of cardio.
It's a power walk.
Oh, he's trying to
Hot
get rid
out
of
there.
racism like
Oh, like Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Robin, I found myself different from power walking. Really seemed to cure my ills.
My favorite was when he was talking about he said, some of your female co-stars. Are you gonna give them some of your money back to make them equal? He goes, no.
Karan wants to know any word on Devon A-Chain. We'll probably know more. I believe Mike McDaniels is doing.
They flew back.
They
play what Saturday.
I think Mike McDaniel's talking at noon, so I'm sure we'll get something.
Probably came back on Sunday, got an MRI,
got crunched,
or what have you. Did he fall on the side or somebody fell on his back?
It looked like he just got kind of slammed down on his arm, like
because when I tore my rotator cuff, it was I was on the ground and a fatty fell on me, right, and I could feel like when he fell right on my back, I felt my shoulders and I heard it pop.
fatty got on him.
Oh,
I'll tell you right now.
Can we not make that a thing?
That right there. Nope. That's just a shoulder strain.
Just a strain?
Yeah.
Strain sprain?
Could be like if it's serious, it could be like dislocation or something like that. But that was just a big guy crunch. That's what I call it.
I think I'm gonna tweet it out.
Never
big guy crunch.
Never won a number 90 to anybody in the 90s.
No,
Fall on you,
dude. I'm gonna tell you what. The biggest human being I ever saw was Gilbert Brown. And I remember running through the hole and he chicken winged me. And I thought I got concussed by a chicken wing. That's how big he was. Go look up Gilbert. Yes. Go look at he played for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was under 350, it would be lying.
We'll take a quick break. Hour two coming up next.
Listen to Messi and Inter Miami games here.
The whistle sounds. Messi
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Tua the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Taking you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto.
We know trucks.
All right. Your Miami Dolphins, they roll in preseason action. They win 28-3 over the Houston Texans. Great performance all around. Great performance on defense. Great performance on offense. The run game. Great second drive by Tua.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Mike McDaniel did? Leroy, you want to know what Mike McDaniel did?
What did he do?
Marcos, you want to know what Mike McDaniel did?
Yeah, I want to know.
I'll let you guys know what Mike McDaniel did.
Okay.
But first thing, I need to know if J-Fig wants to know what Mike McDaniel did.
Okay.
Okay. If J-Fig answers and she wants to know what Mike McDaniel did, okay, she says on the chat, she won't join us via the video yet, but she says she wants to know. Oh, hold on, let's check it out. Hey, RVA Richie, what's going on, man?
What did he say? I'm sorry, I'm back in Richmond and I missed what's going on.
Well, let me tell you what Mike McDaniel did. You want to know what he did, dude? Hold on 1 second. All right, let me know what you did. All right, hold on. He wet my whistle.
What?
He just wet my whistle. That's all I needed him to do.
Okay.
I didn't need a whole to-do of a Tua first half performance. I didn't need that.
Huh.
I just needed Mike McDaniel to wet my whistle. That's
All
it.
right. Wait, is that why you sent the text after Tua took that drive down? Okay, get him out. My whistle is wet.
Exactly. Out. Dude, that's all I needed. I needed 2 drives. One nearly ended in disaster. Well, one did end in disaster.
Yeah.
But and then the other one, calculated drive down the middle, you know, like a surgeon. Like a surgeon. Was your whistle wet, RVA Richie?
What? He was a surgeon, and that was scary, that first ball, but thankfully it looked good. Let's go Dolphins.
All right, buddy. Take care. There you go. RVA Richie. You guys could catch him on Twitch with us. RVA Richie and the rest of the crew there. But yeah, he wet my whistle. That's all I needed. Just, you know, like I was in a bird bath, like a little, you know, something there. Yeah, I got this.
Strange
I don't need this whole canister of water here. You know, just a little. That's it. Wet my whistle. That's all he did. That's all I needed. Just show me something. Tua needs to take a hit. Tua needs to get back out there.
Yep.
You know, let's see it be for real skis. And he did. You know, got the jitters out. You wouldn't agree that your whistle was wet?
I was actually quite pleased. I watched more of the game than I thought I would because we comment about the offensive line, and we've always talked about the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to tell you, if you look around the league, everybody besides Philadelphia and a couple other teams have the same problem.
Yeah.
And so to be able to
even
run
in the own division, I mean, like they're saying
right.
The Bills are whining about their offensive line.
The Jets
whining about their offensive
right.
line. Hell, they got ripped to shreds on Hard Knocks by their coach. The Dolphins really only have one position they're really concerned
and so from that standpoint, to see them be able to run the ball for 200 yards, I'm going to back off of that. I'm like, yeah, we sit here and talk about all these guys, but guess what? Look around the league. Look around the league. Yeah, that's basically it. So I was very happy with what I saw. The commitment they had to the run game, it seemed to keep a lot of people off the damn quarterback when you run the football. Interesting concept. And I was watching like TV, and it's amazing how nobody wants to pay a running back, But everybody talks about establishing the run on every broadcast.
It's important.
Right.
It's very important.
It's a crazy thing.
It's very important. They established the run. They wet my whistle, dude. Here's Mike McDaniel on wetting my whistle with the run game.
I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't think he said that.
I know, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
There's a lot of individual effort. There's inches in the game of football, and especially with a penetrating front like Houston has.
Ooh.
You have to be on your P's and Q's. A lot of people have to execute things, and then people have to make plays when the opportunity is there. So I think the starting with the offensive line, the tight end group, and the receivers all blocked, and we had some ball carriers make some plays in tight windows, and it's cool for guys to get rewarded for all the work that goes on unseen.
Savon Ahmed, dude, the guy was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
After run by him, everybody had a great run. Him, the undrafted rookie Chris Brooks looked impressive. Devon A-Chain before he got hurt, he was impressive. Mostert looked great.
Was it Ahmed who died though? Like, I think
so. When Will Brooks got him,
yeah, it was
that the rookie? Yeah, he crushed him.
That was bad.
That guy was listen. That
Way
guy's
to
a
bounce
mon-
back.
that guy, when he saw him, he goes, "It's a giant!" Like this, we actually have Savon Ahmed mic'd up when Will Brooks was coming for him.
It's a giant.
Yeah, he really wrecked shop. He nearly he plowed over Ahmed. He got to Skylar Thompson and nearly got the football back. That guy's a monster.
Yeah.
Number 3 overall pick for a reason. Yep. Number 3 overall pick for a reason. They've
way to bounce back though.
They bounce back. Well, that's the thing is, I think one of the things you probably like about it is the Dolphins certainly had a few plays where things could have gotten really bad.
Oh,
really bad.
Really bad.
But they bounce back. What does Coach McCoachin say? It says adversity is an opportunity. They took that opportunity. They bounced back. They kept it moving down the field. Because all these drives were long. It was
long drives.
7 minutes, 8 minutes. Dictated the old time of possession.
I think that wears you down more than anything else. To have your defense out there for 14, 15 plays twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can do what you want after you do 2 of those. I promise you. You run the ball like that and meticulously move the ball down the field twice for they had a 13 and a 14 play drive.
Right.
That defense is exhausted.
Well, I think just there's been so much talk this camp. Oh, things haven't looked quite the same. But this week, I think they talked about like just the mechanisms of things working better for them. And yeah, like they had it going. Like now, is there anything you saw with their run game that's like that just stands out to you? You talked about them using the speed on the outside.
I think they just found a bunch of creative ways to run the football, so it was never in the same spot. It was different ways of getting to those spots. And that's why I think that, some of those runs that you saw, those like Tyreek and Jalen Waddle will have some of those outside tosses and things like that. But just very creative with how they were running. I like the fact that you gave the offensive line a chance to be aggressive and not always on their heels because you're throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah, it was a wild thing because like you go and you look at the running backs, like they averaged as a team averaged over 5 yards a carry. Ahmed 8.3 yards a carry. Chris Brooks 4.3 yards a carry. 11 carries, 47 yards. Savon had 12 for 99. Raheem Mostert 6 for 30, so that's 5 yards a carry. A-Chain, he was 4.5. Like
that's funny because I may have mentioned something about
interesting.
You having 2 backs that average 5 yards a carry.
Interesting.
Did I not say that?
I think you did.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Dalvin Cook.
Big
mistake, buddy.
No,
do not mistake, dude. Big mistake, Dalvin Cook.
It's about to be go time.
You should have listened to Leroy, Tobin.
No,
what do you mean?
Listen to it backtrack.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not back.
You're a
no,
fraud.
I'm not backtracking.
You're a fraud.
In fact, quite the
You're a
opposite.
fraud.
No, quite the opposite. Dalvin Cook, like, big mistake on his part not being in the system. Enjoy the Jets, dude. Enjoy the Jets. Enjoy the Jets.
Here.
This could have been you.
The best. No, you don't know that. With all these running backs?
It could have been him.
No.
It could have been him. He could have been Savon Ahmed. But instead,
really?
Enjoy.
He didn't want Savon Ahmed money.
Wait till Breece Hall takes his job.
He didn't want Ahmed's money. He wanted more than that.
Okay,
that's fine. This is profession. You're terrible. You know what?
Enjoy that. See ya. Enjoy your starring role on Hard Knocks.
You
savvy, this Dalvin Cook. Probably makes for a good running back, you know? Picks his spots, dude. So he's laying it on thick. And I got to tell you, to Dalvin's credit, it's working. I want him, Leroy.
Yeah. Well, big mistake. I did want him, but not, no.
You're not gonna play the me going back and forth with this clown, right?
No, I mean, like, I get it. I mean, your point is well taken, but the point is, with now seeing it in action, is he made a big mistake. Fine. See ya. Bye. Enjoy New York, dude. Never wanted him.
Dude.
Mike McDaniel. You want to go get go coached up there by Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett? Dude who's getting hosed down in the offseason by Sean Payton. Never done in the history of football. Okay, guy got fired midseason, or do you want to be with a real guru? Yeah, make your choice. Never want him. Dalvin Cook.
You have a nice, can I just say this? This dude can let any type of BS come out of his mouth, and he always finds a soft landing.
Yep.
It is my goal in the near future to make that landing a little more bumpy.
How so?
Because you I don't know how you get out of this. It is listen.
Wait till you get to my Tyler Herro segment today.
Like, you have a list?
Oh yeah. I got things I want to get to, dude.
Somebody said it's not James Harden's fault he's James Harden. It's Daryl Morey's fault because he knew he was James Harden and he still bought in.
That's a very fair point.
That's how I feel.
So it's not Tobin's fault that he's Tobin?
Here we go. Dude, I'm telling you. You like that big bass I go in the backyard trying to catch and you shake off the hook every time I get you hooked.
It's just funny, like, you know, Dalvin Cook.
And you always seem to eat the bait without getting caught.
I'm just, you know, I'm just part of the I'm part of the crew that just trusts Mick coaching now. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and whine about, you know, anybody. What's wrong? Are you okay? Everything okay?
I'm trying to look away because you're getting ready to go into some nonsense.
No,
again.
I'm not gonna whine about
Now
you know,
you
big
trust
names.
me
I'm
again.
gonna trust Mick coaching. You know?
Sounds like something. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna trust the process of Mick coaching. You know, the guy's a genius, a guru.
They ran for 200 yards.
Yep.
In a preseason game, which, let me add, is harder to do in preseason.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Because you're not game planning. You're just running plays.
Mano a mano?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
you're saying in a regular season it could be like 300?
No. Dude, everybody can't be the University of Miami. What, they run for 500 on them one time? North Carolina? One guy had, 300? Another guy had 200?
I think they both got drafted just based off that game.
Yes. Yes, it happens. It's a giant. It's a giant.
It's a giant.
The coming from him makes it that much funnier.
We'll take a quick break. Tua, get his thoughts on his debut. That's coming up next.
This is what it is. The facts are the facts. You're the worst.
Want the knife.
Welcome back, everybody.
Please.
It's Tobin and Leroy here with you.
What's the name of that movie? Golden Child? With Eddie Murphy. I want the knife.
Can I get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm? Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call about 866-954-MORE.
Heading over to the Windowplex. Looking outside, it is mostly cloudy. It looks like it's going to be a rainer, but it hasn't rained that much so far because the clouds look kind of high or whatever. Winds are coming out of the east at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And I'll bet because all this damn rain, it's a little bit cooler. So I'm going to say like 85 to 90 degrees.
There you go. How do you do, Marcos?
It is indeed a little cooler than usual. They have it at 83, but I don't trust them.
I told you a little bit cooler.
That's breezy compared to what it's been lately.
For sure. That's why I'm so skeptical of it. Winds are coming from
the east.
14 miles per hour, east, southeast.
Yep.
There you go. Humidity at 79%.
Which means that's really low humidity for South Florida this time of year. 70s, in the 70s. It could rain, could not. When you get that 90% humidity, it's storming.
Yeah, it's been wild lately with the weather. Marlins had to play a doubleheader because of the hurricane in SoCal. So yeah. I guess we'll see. But they ended up having to play 2 games on Saturday. They didn't play yesterday.
Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, they didn't get rained out. Oh no, so they played the 2 games because I forgot hurricane was coming out west.
Normal.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Seems like there's wackier weather every day. But they lost 2 out of 3. They lost 3-1 twice in the doubleheader. They did snap the Dodgers' 11-game win streak to start the series, but then fell in the next 2. Yuri Perez, though, did look a lot better finally. After ruining his momentum. After being ruined, he's finally back on track. So
didn't he set like one of his personal bests in regards to strikeouts or something like that?
Yeah, I think he had 10. I think he struck out like 30 guys, something like that.
What? Wow. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah, I think he went to extras. He went into the 10th inning, struck everybody out. It was amazing. It was a record.
Really good. Really good.
Rookie of the year.
Thank God we sent him to Pensacola.
Tua, he's back on the football field, so good for him. And he started off the game with an interception.
Not a good one.
And this was Tua on, he was starting the game and with that pick. And this is what he had to say on what happened there.
Bad play. It's really all it was, just bad quarterback play there. It's not how you want to start out a drive any way you look at it. So it's bad play. But like I said, I'm glad with the way we responded because the next series, things were still jarred up with the first 2 plays. And then we got into 3rd down and things started to settle and we found our rhythm in the game.
There you go. They did. They found the rhythm. But Tua's still not happy the fact that he even threw the pick.
Yeah, you can't be. Like it was a boneheaded play.
It's never good to do that. It doesn't matter which way you look at that. It's never good to turn the ball over. It's never good to throw picks. So I'm not happy about that. But like I said, I'm really happy for the guys that were in there that were able to go out and showcase their skills and be able to perform at the level they did today.
Yeah, they look great. It was just a total team effort all around. The run game was great. And then as Leroy said, it opened things up for the quarterback because no receiver had more than 33 yards receiving. They really were spreading the ball all around. But a lot of guys came up with big catches. Even Cedric Wilson had 2 big ones on 4th down for Skylar Thompson. What did you guys make of Skylar getting basically the whole game? Basically got the whole second game. Because, I think everybody's under the impression that, he's got to blow out Mike White to get this QB2 job. But, I thought he looked pretty decent. He's definitely it felt like a more, it felt like he's just running the offense a lot smoother. Again, it is preseason, but did you think that was enough to maybe get a leg up on the backup QB job? Or do you still think he's got to blow out Mike White and kill him in the next one?
I think they have a plan. They did the same thing with the 2 running backs. You're going to get this week. We're going to give it to you the next week. They want to get an idea of each guy playing with either the starting line or some guys where they can have some success, and then try to evaluate them on an equal playing field. If you play one guy the first half and the other guy the second half, and you keep doing it that way, that guy playing the second half might not have as much success.
He's getting hosed.
Right.
He's getting hosed.
So don't read anything into it. I would just say they have a plan for what they want to see and how they want to see these guys in the same environment. So that's why one may play 1 week and the other guy may not. Same thing with the running backs. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but we know either with the running backs is like that's to keep that last roster spot, right? Like because you're probably going to keep 4 running backs.
Here's how it works. Okay, if you have 2 positions that you have questions about, how many you're going to keep. So say you may keep 7 wide receivers and you want to keep 4 running backs. There may come a situation where the running backs are performing so well and do other things like special teams return and all this, that you decide to keep 6 wide receivers and 5 running backs. And you do this throughout your whole team. So just because we're looking at one position saying that we're we're going to keep this many, that's not a sure thing. That's all the things they're working on.
Yeah, because you got to fill out those other back ends of the roster spot.
Okay, I'll be back.
Oh, where's he going?
Estoy aquí.
Ah.
I don't know what that means.
Who's here?
But
Means they're here.
I sent them a message in English. They sent me a message
Okay.
Okay. I thought he's going to go fill in the back end spots of that roster. I thought
I thought that's where he was going to go. I thought he was going to say like, "Oh, do you think that Savon Ahmed can handle some special teams and that'll keep him on the roster?"
He's going to go find out for us right now.
I don't know. I did see did you see that one tight end who's Julian Hill?
Yes.
He looked pretty good.
He did. Honestly though, any sign of life I see from the tight end room.
Well, I haven't heard, but he's definitely like stood out over everybody. It felt like. I mean, Durham Smythe obviously is going to be the starter. Like that's the numero uno guy.
Do I feel okay with that? Do I feel okay going into the season with that?
I think so because that Durham Smythe can catch you a touchdown in the red zone.
Yeah,
and he can block. Like that's
this new Anthony Fasano. Is that what we're doing here?
I think I would say that he's a little less plotting than Anthony Fasano. Like Anthony Fasano, it was basically like having a rhinoceros play tight end. Like that's what it was like when you had Anthony Fasano. I don't feel like Durham Smythe is quite that. Yeah. But he's not as plotting, but he's also not like a big play guy either. Like that's not typically his game. But I think the coaching is comfortable with him for sure. But as far as the other spot, where the hell did this kid go to school? Campbell? Never even heard of that.
I don't even know what that is.
The hell is that?
I got to find out where
Campbell?
That is. At a community
college?
college?
I don't know, dude, but the guy looked good.
Yeah.
I was like, Julian?
Campbell University? That is a private Christian institution, possibly. The first question, is Campbell a Division I school? So, you're not the only one who has no idea where the hell Campbell is.
Dude, I had no idea. I was like, it's Campbell. What the
I'll take it though.
Wilder Wall says we're looking for a good blocking tight end that has decent hands. Don't need Darren Waller or Kyle Pitts. No, I agree with that. That's not what they're looking for somebody that also can, show that deception and you don't know what's coming on that play. So look, it's wide open. If you told me that an undrafted rookie was going to come in there and was going to kind of steal the show there, I wouldn't be surprised. Like that, there's opportunity. It's just kind of like cornerback last year. We've been looking for the guy and said, like, who is the guy that is going to be the Kader Kohu of this year?
Yeah,
maybe it is this dude. Who knows?
Did he win the lottery? Dude, that's a requirement. It really is a requirement. I was impressed, man, with a few things that I saw because at first I misunderstood your text message to the group saying that your whistle was adequately wet at a certain point.
Why were you confused by that?
Because it's just a weird thing, just in general.
Why is it a weird thing to say?
I don't know, man.
I didn't want Tua playing more than 2 series.
Yeah.
My whistle was wet. That's all. I just needed to see a little bit of real football.
But I took that as, maybe it was like a solid outing. You've seen enough. You don't want him to get injured. When I go back to actually like watch the highlights of the game and notice that like it was a very rough start to that game.
It was.
And it wasn't in my brain looking at the final score. I thought, we probably just,
So you didn't see the game. You
No,
saw
not
the
live.
text and then you went back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was surprised to see how we won.
It was near disaster.
Yeah.
But they bounced back.
Yeah.
And to led a really good drive. But like, I think if you saw the drive live, you were like, oh, that had a little bit of everything. Had good runs by Mostert, big pass to Smythe, big pass to Tyreek Hill on third down. They were great on third down. That was the other thing. Like the Dolphins would be in a kind of a dicey situation, and then like bang, big third down conversion, and they just kept like that was the thing. You know, like last year, explosion was such a big thing with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it won't be this year because obviously, like you had one series of Tyreek Hill, no Jalen Waddle, so obviously you were taken back a little bit with the explosive plays. But one of the things that I think was great is the Dolphins need to show an ability to control the clock at certain times. And that was the thing that was impressive about this game. It was like, man, they really felt like they just kind of dictated the line of scrimmage, dictated time of possession, mixed it up well with run and pass. It was a more mature game from the Miami Dolphins. Very mature from Mike McDaniel. What?
No one says it that way. Some of these weird things you're saying.
I'm saying
they were mature. Your whistle was wet with whatever. It was a good game. How about that? It was a good game. It was a solid outing.
I'm just saying it was a mature game for the Dolphins all around.
It really was. It wasn't anything that was like not fluky.
Wasn't fluky. Wasn't flashy. You had that big. I mean, outside of the huge run by Ahmed.
Yeah.
You know, like he had a couple of big runs, but like it wasn't that big downfield. Although, you know, Skylar Thompson should have probably hit that hit that shot to Cedric Wilson. That was a catchable ball, you know? Like I thought like, it could have been hauled in.
I did see some stuff from the receivers, like we mentioned. No one necessarily had like an amazing game, but a lot of clutch catches from Cedric Wilson. It was great to see him. And then even that one that Berrios, he worked his way back to that one. So that's good to see that. Like, I mean, we know going into the season, our wide receiver depth is really one of the things that's strong about this team, and it was on display.
Yeah, I would say that with Braxton Berrios, the performance was really, really solid all around. And yeah, just from their team. Like I just thought it wasn't like the most memorable game, but I think that we know what this Dolphins offense is capable of when they are explosive, but to just dictate everything that the way they did. Yeah, that is, that's what I think was almost impressive, that it didn't take an explosive game to go and light things up. Like, no, they kind of just held it in hand the entire game.
The other thing that was impressive was the defense. Watching the aggressiveness, Agba, he's doing a lot of different stuff, man.
Still good though.
He's still good.
Still
That's
good
my
player.
point. So while everybody's saying there's no spot for him, let him decide that. Whether there's no spot, you know,
you never know who's going to get a spot on OnlyFans.
You have an idea though,
yeah, but you don't.
Jesus Christ. You see, Jadeveon Clowney signed with Ravens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Has he been a failure? Because if you look at his sack numbers and whatever, he doesn't really get a lot of sacks. He gets a lot of pressure.
I mean, from the time that he got that hit against Michigan,
he destroyed that running back.
I thought he was going to be the greatest football player known to man, and we know that's not true.
And he ran what, a 4.4?
Because who's the greatest football player of all time?
Jim Brown? No.
He's good. He's good.
Lawrence Taylor?
That's right. Very good. Very good. I thought he was going to be that when he had that hit. I thought
he's 30 now, which as a fellow 30-year-old I can comment on now. But him being
as a D lineman, being 30 is not that.
But like first round, like number one pick by 30, you got to know that he's the guy, and he's good. But no one.
But that's my point. Like he's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Okay. He ran like what? I think he ran a 4.4 at 270 pounds.
He ran 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
At 270 pounds.
Jesus.
Come on, dude. So, like, yeah, he's a beast, but his numbers aren't really there. Like you associate, everybody associating him with the level of play that he hasn't necessarily given anybody.
Yeah, his biggest season's 9.5 sacks.
Right.
Which is not bad.
But not for the guy who you think is going to be a game changer and drafted first in the draft.
No, for real.
Right.
Definitely not. We'll take a quick break. Leroy's game balls and game bums are next.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Edmore Sawgrass Buick
bum, 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 bum.
This guy's a ball. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAN. Hey, you want to get your hair cut by the Miami Hurricanes and Miami Dolphins barber? We've got your chance for you to freshen up with Steven Rivera, the barber to the athletes. Go now to WQAM.com/contests, and you guys can win. Check that on out. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app as football season is here. And we got the way for you to listen to our show anytime, anywhere. You download the Odyssey app, you follow Tobin and Leroy, and you can listen to us live, on demand, hear great clips, get the latest news on the Dolphins, Canes, and the rest of the NFL and college football. And while you're on the Odyssey app, you get your silly sauce all the time, too. Also got some heat stuff I got to get to coming up next hour.
Yeah.
Some heat business to get to. But first, it's Leroy's time to hand out his game balls and game bums.
Bum.
Game balls. I'm going to give him first and foremost the pinks. Bring him home some hardware. You got to get the game ball. Next, the Miami Dolphins turned it around, and what you felt after week 1, you feel totally different after week 2, which is progress, right?
Yeah, but you kind of like you're doing a thing, dude. You're doing the thing lately. You're handing out game balls to teams. I need you to like give it out to somebody.
Okay.
Who's getting it?
Mike McDaniel can give out game balls to the whole team.
I'm gonna give it to
Like you're rushing
for the
through, you're like-
pinks. I'm gonna give it to the goalie.
Drake.
Oh yeah,
Drake
you,
calendar.
you not only took matters into your own hands, but then you stopped it.
Listen,
Yeah, you can't Messi's great, but what happened at the end of that? Yeah, you got to get a game ball for that.
it was very impressive.
I want to give a game ball to. Can I do the running backs?
What's that?
The running backs for the Dolphins? Or
Yeah.
you know what?
I will take a positional group just fine.
Then I'm gonna give it to the O-line because
Okay.
they've had so much thrown at them over the last couple of years that if you run for 200 yards, okay, credit has to go to O-line.
Do you
Got to.
Do you think that Drake calendar thought that was God's plan?
-1.
Thank you, Marcos.
What?
I also want to give a game ball to Victor Hovland.
Oh, the
Shot.
Hofster.
Well, not shot 28 on the back 9.
Yeesh.
7 birdies, 2 pars, and 1 by 2. That ain't nobody choking. That's him going get it.
I think the most impressive thing about what Drake did, though, when he got the go-ahead PK, he probably told he probably told his teammates, just hold on, we're going home with the trophy.
Quickly, Marcos, before it gets carried. You go.
What?
You know,
-1.
it's getting to the point where you are a repeat offender, and there needs to be stiffer punishments.
He's looking at the titles currently.
I know he is.
I know he is, dude.
Just watching Twitter, you know.
Wait, you see his little fat ass fingers
I don't know
on
what
the
you're talking about,
Hurry
dude.
up. I tried to hurry up and look over there.
Yeah.
Because see, he's acting like he's looking at the screen, but he's got his laptop in front of the
Looking at
screen.
Twitter.
Yeah, okay. Okay. You sure are. And my game bum. So with all these great sports we had to watch this weekend, and it was great. But damn it, the weather. Mother Nature gets my -1. Because
Wow.
that rain was
You're just
ridiculous.
making up
yesterday.
games as you go.
Huh?
Get your -1.
What?
I thought like Mother Nature gets its a game bum.
Yeah, game bum.
-1.
Game bum. This was
Bum.
terrible. The weather was terrible this weekend. Couldn't do nothing. Had to watch a show with weed-infused cooking. That's what my weekend was.
I'm sorry, man.
I had to go shopping, grocery shopping with my wife.
Jeez.
Yeah.
The horror.
She can't drive. She should be driving.
She's probably all pent up too after all the time in. She probably wants to floor it.
And so then I go to the grocery store and I'm like, isn't it funny? When I go grocery shopping with you, the bill's not $300. They said, that's because you don't shop like I do. I go through every aisle.
She does. Yeah.
Have you ever been shopping with your wife?
Of course.
Don't say of course.
What do you mean? Why?
Are you not miserable doing it?
I wouldn't say I'm miserable, but I will say that the tab is usually a lot higher.
Right. Like, what are we doing?
She goes, oh, BOGO candles.
No, okay. Why do they?
Here's the other thing. Here's what I get, because I went with Rebecca and Mel, right? And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get chips. I'm gonna go get the chips because all you get is jalapeno chips, and we got 7 bags of them. I want to get something different. Okay, so I take the basket. I go get the chips. Boo, boo, boo. Like what? I turn around. Nobody is to be found. They have gone to do their own thing. So now I'm just walking around Publix aimlessly.
With chips?
With the chips in the basket.
Hello, is anybody there?
So I'm like, hey, where are you guys? Oh, we went to get some things. I'm like,
I hate
2
deals
weeks in
and
a row.
specials, dude. Any deal or special my fiance walks by,
Oh, no.
gotta get it.
There's a slick one. Old Publix is pulling the old slick one. It's not BOGO. It's buy 2, get 1. Like if I spend $400 on something, I should get one free.
You would say, though, it's impressive for Drake Callender, like started from the bottom, now he's here.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to let this go.
Point.
No!
It's a good one.
Can't reward him.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Did start from the bottom.
They did. Taking over soccer, dude.
Now look at them.
Look at them. Look at the pinks. Good looking trophy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I Googled, the little World Cup trophy we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Full 18-karat gold, $20 million for that trophy.
Wow. This is what I want to know about the World Cup as a soccer noob. Do they keep making new World Cups, or is it like the Stanley Cup? Like, does it travel?
No.
Like, do you get to keep it for 4 years and then it goes to the next country, or is it your World Cup?
Your World Cup.
I know. That's kind of cool. Because wouldn't it be cool if there was only one World Cup and then somebody plan to steal it?
Actually, no. Look, this is oh my God, a redesigned trophy. This is the one that has been handed to the winners every 4 years, starting in 1974. It only has space for new engravings to be made up until the 2038 World Cup. A new trophy will eventually be made for the 2042 World Cup.
Dade South says men are out in the store to get exactly what they came for. Women like to peruse.
That's true.
That about does it. Yep.
I'm like, when I go in there, I'm like, all right, efficiency, dairy, bread, liquid. Like these are the things.
You ever go into a store?
No, here's what sucks for me. Because soon as I enter the store, I'm looking for the short line to get out of the store. So I may forget to get 4 or 5 items because I see a line empty up and I just run to the line. Now you got self-check. So Walmart has self-check.
Love self-checkout.
They got so much stuff. But here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I just don't know why Walmart opened up all those lanes.
Let me just say this.
I've never seen
Not
them.
even on Christmas.
Walmart.
Never. Dude.
Walmart and Sam's. You both get a -1 from me. And here's why.
-1.
If I have the app to pay, right? Or I do self-check to avoid the long lines, why do these 2 establishments make me wait at a line to get out of the store? It's annoying. The line to get out of Sam's is longer than the line you wait in. I said, I already paid. I'm not getting checked. It's not for you, it's for us. Well, you come to my car then. Because I'm not waiting in this long line. I've done all the stuff I need to do to avoid long lines.
You ever go somewhere and you just want to peruse, but like when the employee asks you what you're doing here, you feel guilty of just saying, I just want to look?
Dude, I'm black.
Just leave.
There's a lot of that. What are you talking about?
Foot Locker especially, though. Oh, God. I can't even look at a shoe.
Oh, no. Yes.
You need something?
I do hate that. You can't go nowhere and look without being like, hey, we got a sale on those. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, Greeny's top 5 weekend observations. Can't think of anything I want to watch less.
Greeny's top 5.
All right. Got some Heat business to get to as well. I'm seeing a lot of signs out there.
Oh,
a lot
Here
of
we go.
signs.
What are you
out
reading?
there,
Tea
dude.
leaves? You reading
tea leaves?
A lot of chatter.
Word on the
Chatter,
street? Chatter.
smoke signal. Yeah, you know.
Good or bad?
Depends what you want. I don't know.
No,
Depends what you want.
this
Depends
only
what you
depends
want.
on one
Depends
person.
on what
It
you
only
want.
depends on
Depends
you.
on what I will tell
It
you
only
about
depends
moving
on you because we're waiting it out.
You're just along for the Tobin ride?
Yes. So you tell me what you get out of this.
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you about it next.
Time to get into Hawk and Crowder's wheelhouse.
Oh, the intangibles.
Intangibles. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 o'clock here on the show. Let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck.
Just reading in the Sun Sentinel, I believe Mike McDaniel is going to speak soon, so probably get confirmation on this. But Chris Perkins reporting.
Sweet this morning. Tobin is Brass Chucky.
That's good. I can't even get mad.
For Twitcher.
Chris Perkins reporting that Dolphins quarterback Mike White entered concussion protocol during the 28-3 victory over the Houston Texans and remains there today, according to a source.
Oh, no.
His condition could put Miami in a difficult situation for Saturday's preseason finale against Jacksonville. So Mike McDaniel, I believe, is speaking. I think he's speaking this hour to reporters. So we'll get confirmation on that. But Mike White, apparently, in concussion protocol. He got banged up in the midst of Skylar Thompson, who also went to the medical tent, which we were talking about during the break. Would Tua have had to come back if both guys couldn't have gone? And you're saying no, they would have gone emergency QB.
They would have went. They would have just did whatever they could. They ain't putting Tua back in.
What if they just did handoffs?
Because keep in mind, not only is Tua going back in, but Tua is going back in without the starting line.
Yep.
No.
Everyone's going. If Tua's back in, you're all going back in.
Oh, yeah.
You're all going back in. So that's an interesting thing. We'll keep you posted on that. Mike White in concussion protocol, of course, we believe has the leg up on the QB2 role, but we don't know. We do not know. We'll see what happens. If you can't play in the dress rehearsal this week, then we'll see. We'll see. Maybe Skylar Thompson starts this thing off as the backup QB this year. Meanwhile, so been quiet in Heatland. But
you're gonna fix that. You're gonna fix that.
I'm not.
Here we go.
I don't like you doing that. See, here's what you're gonna accuse me of stirring it up. And I don't think I am.
I'm not accusing you. This is your sole goal in life.
It's not.
Really?
That's not me. I'm not a pot stirrer. Okay?
What do you call it?
Noticing things. You know, just I go about life. I'm boots on the gram. And I'm just noticing things. And could you give our could be something, could be nothing open here, Marcos? Because this could be something. It could be nothing. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not sure. I can't definitively say one way or the other, but it could be something. It could be nothing.
Why would they do that? What's going on in Utah?
It could be something. Could be nothing.
What is the meaning of it, Watson? What is the object of this?
Could be something, could be nothing.
Why would they do that?
All right. So I'm boots on the gram this weekend, right? And I follow Alonzo Mourning. Great follow on Instagram. Boots on the gram.
Mr. Personality?
He is. He's a good IG follow. Doesn't have to talk. He can just snippy snap. Boom. So Alonzo Mourning. How about this, Leroy? Alonzo Mourning posts himself a little selfie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could post this, JFig, for our Twitch audience and YouTube audience, he posts, just finished a round of golf with our first round pick, Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Senior, and my boy Mello. It was another great day in Miami.
Not Carmelo Anthony.
No. Not his boy. Yeah, his other boy, Mello. Hashtag Heat Nation, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Which I find interesting.
Why does Jaime look taller than Zoe?
I mean, he's in the back. You know,
that's what I'm saying. It's a weird
kind of thing. You know, they're trying to get everybody. You ever have to hunch in a selfie to get everybody involved in it? You know, and plus Zoe's got the longest arms, so obviously he's going to take the selfie picture. That's how it works. Everybody knows that. But Zoe, a Heat executive, posting himself.
I used to golf with Bill.
Yeah, but were you ever on the block? No. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You make my point for me. What? Exactly, Leroy.
I don't want to play your stupid game.
Make my point for me. Jaime Jaquez Jr. and his dad are golfing with Heat legend and Heat executive, the man who sits next to Pat Riley every single game. Wow. And he's golfing with them. This, of course, on the heels of him hanging with Udonis Haslem at the Miami Pro League, where he played against Bam. Then you had Spo, who had his comments to Windhorse the other day to Jaime Jaquez, saying, oh, he's a plug-and-play guy, putting it out there. I don't know, man. Something just smells to me like Jaime Jaquez ain't going anywhere.
This has the stench of Tobin all over.
What are you talking about, dude?
It's nothing.
No.
Why would they
Just
do
because
that?
they golf together?
What did you just say? Did you ever golf with Bill Bellichick on the trade block?
I've never been on the trade block.
Never? Not even a rumble? Not even a whisper? Not even fodder?
I was just gone.
So your agent has never called you and said, listen, they may... Never?
Nope.
Interesting.
Could be nothing.
Listen, you were a stud. What can I say?
No.
That being said, Jaime Jaquez...
I did just enough in football to where I was needed.
Interesting. Well, Jaime Jaquez golfing with Alonzo Mourning, you don't think that means he's off the table?
No.
Interesting.
Because you know what they'll say at the end?
Hmm?
Here's the get out of jail free card for all executives, all players, and what have you. Business is business.
Maybe.
So all the drinking or dinner, eating, and golfing and pro league and or whatever.
All right.
At the end of all this, whether he's here or not, business is business.
Maybe. But I've been sensing a turn.
No, you haven't.
I've been sensing
No, you
the
haven't.
tide change.
You haven't been taking because nobody's talked about nothing.
I'm telling.
Everybody's just gone about their business.
I know, and that's what when I see how people are going about their business, it makes me go, I don't think the same thing's happening.
Why would they do that?
I don't think it's happening because now we go to Exhibit B, Your Honor.
Wow, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, you bet your rat's ass there's more.
Are you not going to play that boring?
What do you mean,
Jimmy?
What do you mean, Jimmy?
With Jovic?
No. I mean, we can play that if you want to hear.
No.
Strings it. Jovic did have that bucket. No, I'm not going to talk about that.
That's almost as bad as
Nikola. Step back three. Strings it. What a tough shot that is. Nikola Jovic.
Strings it. No. Here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to, but the players involved here, like Jovic has kind of been the one nobody's really talking about. He's just over in Serbia minding his own business. Spo didn't even mention him in the Windhorse trade, talked beforehand. But the people involved, there's stuff happening. Okay. So remember what was the first real story of Tyler Herro in the summer? Marcos, do you remember what was the first thing we're like, oh? Do you remember what it was?
When he removed the team from his social media.
That's why he's the best producer in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Remember, Tyler Herro started off the summer. Heat taken off my Instagram. No longer says Heat guard. It says slow motion. Felt like he was distancing himself. At one point was taking pictures with Ben Simmons.
Gross.
Training with him at Miami.
Yeah.
In the University of Miami. It felt like he was distancing himself. But then all of a sudden, the tide has seemed to turn over the last couple of weeks. Okay? Which makes me feel things are getting shut down on this trade talk. I don't know. I'm not an info guy. I am an observer of behavior, and I piece things together. So, Tyler Herro balls out at the Miami Pro League, embraces Bam. Then you have Spo. He talks to Windy. We're getting healthy Tyler Herro back. And then you have yesterday. Who is working out at the Heat facility after he's not been working out? He's been working out at gyms, high schools, all that. Has his camp yesterday in Deerfield Beach, giving back to the community, doing a beautiful thing. And then on his Instagram, he posts himself at the Heat facility. If J-Fig could throw this up for our audience. And what is he wearing? He is wearing, I don't know if you can see it there with our borderline shorts, but if you could remove the bottom, J-Fig, he's wearing Miami Heat shorts.
What a reveal. Wow.
Miami Heat shorts, dude. So all of a sudden,
wait,
that's official merchandise.
Hold on, you idiots. First of all, nothing's happened yet, so he still has his locker there.
Oh, I know. I understand.
So if he went to work out at his facility and he put on some shorts, it's probably going to be Heat stuff because he's in the Heat building.
Again, though, why would you go work out at a place you were sour at? Why would you go work out there?
Because
wearing
you know why?
stuff.
Business is business.
Maybe business is business, or maybe feelings and fences are mended, and he's not going anywhere.
Wow.
Really? Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe he was working out with Chris Quinn.
Not wearing heat stuff.
He's working out with Chris Quinn. Okay.
Because his bag was in the. How do you know you don't have heat stuff underneath there?
He don't got heat stuff underneath.
He could have
there,
heat
dude.
tops.
He don't have heat stuff under there. Now
He's wearing the same black shirt.
He takes them off.
Go back. J-Fix, show the picture with him and Chris Quinn. Same black shirt.
Not the same shorts though.
Not
the same shorts.
Well, he's got on gray shorts.
If this photo is from yesterday, which I have no idea if it was, he could have just been posting old photos. But if this was from Indeed yesterday, Leroy, and he's wearing Heat gear all of a sudden, working out in the Heat's house, feeling welcome, and now all of a sudden Jaime Jaquez is golfing with Alonzo Mourning. What does that tell you about where the trade's at? Dead in the water. Listen.
I don't want to hear that.
You idiot. It's all part of the plan. The team that wants the player, okay? So the Heat want Dame. They're gonna make it seem like, hey man, we were doing you a favor by taking Dame. We got all these players here. We're good with them. Right? And so if Cronin sees that the Heat have moved on, now he got a problem with Dame, then they're going to circle back and get it done. But for right now, there's nothing to be said. So it's more revealing if somebody sits like a bump on the log and doesn't work. That's more of an indication what kind of player they are or person they are. Yes, it is.
Because you could work anywhere. You're Tyler Herro. You have access to all gyms in this market. He's been working out at University of Miami. He could go work at University of Miami, but he decides, no, I want to go to the Heat. I want to throw my Heat stuff. Because you want to know why? I'm going to play for the Heat this year.
Why would they do that?
Every player has a bag that they put their workout stuff in. Why would you bring workout stuff to the facility when you have that bag?
Why would you not just dress in your workout stuff?
What do you mean?
Why not just throw it on at the house and then go out?
No, because you can take a shower and everything there.
Maybe. Hard to say.
It's not hard to say.
Hard to say.
I've never worn.
Even if
I've never worn stuff to work out to the facility.
And even if he
it's
did,
always there.
I think it's more interesting.
Can I just say,
no.
You are being all-pro buffoon.
I'm
right
not being
now.
all buffoon. I think the bigger story here is that he's even working out there. It's just a cherry on top that he's wearing the Heat gear. And here's the other thing. I have a real reason why I think this is all starting to get tied up here when it comes to this.
What were those reasons? If you have a real reason.
Well, they were maybe the way I should say it is, it's a reason that will definitely get Leroy on my side.
Oh, okay.
Because right now he's doing the thing where he doesn't believe anything Tobin says, which okay, I appreciate. Maybe
Where did I get that from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The only guy been trolling me by fake Googling for 8 years, and now all of a sudden he's, why you don't believe nothing I say?
Why do I still think he's looking at Drake titles?
Stutton Steve says Leroy's he had tennis shoes conspiracy theory makes more sense than this.
Hey, I'm telling you, dude, have you ever met somebody injured that ran to the sideline and changed their shoes?
The fix is in.
No.
We'll take a quick break. Back after this.
Why would they do that?
Lots of talk.
time for South Florida Lexus dealers' 15 minutes of game day uncensored.
Let's go! Sponsored by South Florida Lexus Dealers. Experience amazing.
Oh, man. 15 minutes of game day uncensored here, right on Tobin and Leroy. And appropriate time because we have Mike McDaniel currently speaking to reporters via Zoom. And McCochin confirms that Mike White is in concussion protocol. He is in concussion protocol. And it looks like they're signing James Blackman in the time being. You may remember him as he was a former FSU quarterback, once had his leg played like a guitar.
Oh, that was him.
No, it wasn't Christian Wilkins. I believe it was
somebody
single digits on the Canes. The hell is it? Was it Kendrick Norton?
Norton, yes.
Yeah. Played his leg like a guitar.
Did he get a flag?
Oh. I mean, like, you could give him a flag all you want. Who cares? Your leg was still used as an instrument. So you have that. Mike McDaniel also revealing, Leroy, that Devon A-Chain week to week with this shoulder.
Oh,
I don't like that. I like day to day. Day to day, I can handle a lot better than week to week.
Week to week means you got some swelling in it.
Got some time.
It's not broken or anything like that. But when you see the swelling and maybe some ligaments and tendons are stretched a little bit, got to give it time.
I'm also reading from Travis Wingfield of Miami Dolphins Drive Time podcast. Mike McDaniel says that he and Vic Fangio's musical taste differences are a microcosm of the football team. No matter what cloth you're cut from, there's one sole commitment, and that's to winning football games.
Why was Fangs on the aux cord recently, and they found
Maybe.
out?
I mean, the old love swing music.
That's true. Okay, you think that's what he's getting?
Yeah,
at?
I think that the Dolphins I think Fangs got the orange jersey one day, and then all of a sudden they're coming out, and it was. It's like what? And Fangs is there snapping his fingers. Fangs up.
I actually think he got the
Are you
aux
done?
cord.
Wait, stop. Why do you egg him on?
I think it's true. I think that's
What is it? Oh my goodness.
He gets
I'm gonna tell you what, these
plays
soccer players,
swing music.
These soccer players are unbelievable with the flopping.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it's like they got shot.
Yep.
Ah!
Yep.
I'm like, come on, dude.
It's something, dude. But yeah, that's what we got right now. He is telling everybody right now, Devon A-Chain week to week. So that's a bummer. And Mike White in concussion protocol right now. So that's what we got from McCochin on his whole team right now. What are you looking at, dude?
They just showed the knockout.
Oh, the Sean O'Malley knockout?
Why do you run at him like this?
I don't know why he did that. It was such a bad strategy.
He literally ran at him like this.
Well, it is crazy. Here's the crazy thing about Aljamain Sterling. It's crazy that he's won as many titles as many defenses. He can't throw a punch. It's really weird.
Really?
Wow.
He can't throw a punch. It's the oddest thing.
So he chokes everybody out?
Chokes everybody out. He's good at kicks. He's good at kicks. He can't throw a punch.
Why?
It's a very weird thing.
Usually you start
just see
with
him
the
like
punching.
He's like he does these like weird reach things. Like he's always trying to grab you, but like unless he has you on the ground, he can't in a standing position. You never see him like really get somebody with a punch. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Or it's even more incredible that he could still win.
Yeah, I guess so. But
without being able to punch.
Do you have the call? Our guy John Anik on the call, of course, with Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier this weekend on UFC 292 pay-per-view. This was the main event in Boston. And listen, you know who they were rooting for.
Sterling on it.
It's the angles, guys. The way that he moves and pivots, he sets you up.
Yeah, I mean, he did.
There was no setup.
It was put on a platter for him, but he was waiting. He was just waiting for it to be there, right there. Bing.
Second round, I was surprised. It was that Aljamain went to that strategy of whatever the hell that was.
He couldn't take him down. He couldn't take him down to the first round, and I think that kind of shook him a little bit. I think it kind of messed with Aljamain Sterling. He takes everybody down.
Did I hear correctly that that actually Suga couldn't even practice wrestling for.
That's what he said. He said he wasn't able to practice for like 4 weeks or something like that. He couldn't even grapple. He wasn't doing MMA sparring because I guess something happened. He had a bad rib injury or something like that, or maybe it was oblique, something like that. But he couldn't do regular training. And he said, if I wasn't fighting for the championship, I would have pulled out.
Oh wow!
So good on him. That's a star-making performance.
Thank God. Your boy served it up on a platter for you.
Yep.
He served it up like that side salad.
Salad.
Before the steak. I mean, he just ran up to with his face.
It was
I dare you to hit me in the jaw. Okay.
Do you have Sugar Sean with Joe Rogan afterwards? This is the post-fight Octagon interview.
I'm here with the winner and new bantamweight champion of the world, Sugar Sean O'Malley. How does that feel?
What's up, Boston? We love this guy. O'Malley. It feels right, baby. It feels right.
He doesn't have an accent.
Sean, you envisioned this. You trained for this. Did you expect it to go down the way it did?
Honestly, this was the most nervous I've ever been for a fight. In my eyes, Aljamain Sterling is the best bantamweight of all time. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous for this fight, but I never lost the confidence because I know what I possess in this right hand, baby!
And Sean, take a look up at the screen, and I want you to enjoy this right hand because it was as pretty as any right hand that's ever been thrown inside the octagon. Look at this timing.
Oh, let's see it again real quick.
He has to see it again.
Admires work.
I said going into this fight, it only takes one mistake against me. I don't even know if that was a mistake. I'm just that good.
Sean, this is a monumental moment for you in your career. I want you to enjoy it, but I want you to tell us, give us your thoughts now on what it means to be the champion and what kind of reign we're going to see from you.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of the Suga era. I'm running this till 2035, baby. Did Cheeto win?
Cheeto won tonight.
Was it boring? Probably. I'll whoop Cheeto's ass in December in Vegas at T-Mobile. Let's go, baby!
There you go. The new bantamweight champion of
He
the world.
is basically new Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like Conor's rise. I think the thing that's fascinating with Sean O'Malley, like Conor, one of the things that's underappreciated and kind of sucks with the way Conor is
acting
like
like
right now. Yeah. Conor's rise and like strength of schedule and the guys he was obliterating to his ride to the featherweight title, very impressive. I mean, knocking out Poirier, knocking out Chad Mendez, and then of course what he did to Jose Aldo. He flatlined Jose Aldo. That was night. But Sean kind of did it like a boxer. Like he was like, okay,
built up his record.
I'm not fighting ranked guys with this contract. I'm gonna fight my contract out, then I'm gonna renegotiate, and then I'll take on the tough guys. Right. Which is smart. I'm not knocking him. I mean, it's different. It's not something that we've really seen anybody do. And once he got on that stage, the thing that is always interesting is like when a guy gets on that stage and you see the odds that way, it's mostly an odds made out of you don't know because you've never seen him on that stage other than the one fight against Petr Yan, and he shined, man. He was awesome. And will he run it until 2035? It's very hard. That's a snake pit of a division. But
bantamweight?
Oh, dude, bantamweight stacked. I know you're gonna mock that because dude, I'm telling you, it's full of killers, full of them. But I don't know how long they'll stay.
Bantamweight, 135.
It's one of the best divisions in the world.
135.
Yes,
dude.
It's one of the
the left side of your body could fight the right side of your
Leroy,
body in a winner-take-all bantamweight match.
Snake
if
pit,
you
dude.
Cut yourself in half, you have 235 pounds.
You have a lot of guys that are so good at bantamweight. If they were in other weight classes, they would be champion. Like that's how good, like the talent is in that division.
They still weigh 135 pounds.
It doesn't matter, dude. We've been sitting here talking about 135 pounder, and you're like, oh, he's the next Conor McGregor. He's really talented.
Yeah. Okay.
And their fights are always awesome. They're always good. The 135s.
Marcos.
Was he asking about Cheeto at the end?
Yes.
And then he was like, fight was probably boring.
Which is weird because Cheeto's not a boring fighter.
This one wasn't that entertaining, though.
It was a good fight. It was a good back and forth. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't a knockout.
It wasn't a knockout, but Cheeto usually knocks people out. Like he normally, I mean, listen, he stopped Sean O'Malley. Yep.
Yeah.
He did have a
I agree,
banged up leg.
Smeathan. You can't be considered a killer when you weigh less than a Great Dane.
Dude, that's not fair.
I'm just saying.
Conor McGregor became the biggest thing at 145. So
I'm not doubting their ability. So let me get that.
What's the line for you? Because Conor, when he was rising, was 145. What's the line for you? Terrence Crawford just wowed us at 147.
Boxing's different, though. No? What Terrence Crawford did.
It's not different to me.
What Terrence Crawford did was amazing.
Okay, but it's not different to me. Like, I'm happy
No.
with all the little guys. I like Inoue. I think he's great.
I know.
Mighty Mouse John. We met Mighty Mouse. How great was Mighty Mouse?
Yeah. I agree. I think
You're a sizist.
I think once we get anywhere around $150, then I'm, a little more intrigued. Still a little bitty ass person. Like 150, I was 150 pounds when I was like 12. Like, dude, come on. So that means I would have to fight the rest of my life. For the last 43 years, I would have to been 150 pounds to be able to compete with them guys? No.
Big shine by him, though. Really good performance.
Yes.
Really good performance. Meanwhile, I don't like what you guys did during the break. Like, you guys are making me feel all bad during the break. I didn't appreciate that.
Did it to yourself, dude.
What did I do?
Did it to yourself.
He's the one who brought it up during the break about he's like, you ever wonder what our world is coming to? And then all of a sudden you guys are looking at me like I'm the jerk afterwards.
Did it to yourself, dude.
You did kind of.
Because I think something suspicious about the killer whale's death?
No. There's a difference in having a suspicion and putting it all out there.
I think that Lolilta was whacked.
Okay, that's my thing. You're treating this like it's a Sopranos.
Wait, then, like, do we have to get like crime scene investigators?
I just find it very fishy.
Okay.
That all of a sudden this Orca that they were going to move out to the ocean.
Yep.
Is all of a sudden curtains. Really?
57.
So what? You don't know how long those things live.
How do you?
No. But you want to know
What
something?
if it only lives 40 years and
What
it got
if-
17 more years?
What if it was going to go out that ocean and live a great life? And they were like, well, that's a bad look for us. And then all of a sudden, instead of having a bad look for their aquariums, they were
Kind of like the same thing they're doing with Black History.
well, I mean, that's much more serious than a
It's
fish.
more serious, but the same thing.
I'm just saying, like,
Let's rewrite the story so we don't have to deal with the reality.
You don't find it a little bit odd that Irsay was ready to move this Orca into the ocean
for $20 million, he wouldn't pay his running back?
Well, that, but like all of a sudden they were getting ready. They had a plan, and now all of a sudden the Orca couldn't make it.
So let me ask you a question. The ocean, where would they have to take him to the Gulf or to?
I don't know.
Because $20 million, you probably could ship him. Like Lolilta could have had a ticket plan with, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems weird. Where does $20 million?
It says Tobin thinks there's a shadowy figure somewhere that says, make Lolita swim with the fishes. No, I don't think they did want her to swim with the fishes. I think they were like, there's two things here. Okay. It's either what Schmeathan says, which is Irsay hired a hitman and didn't want to pony up the 20 mil because he was in too deep, or the Aquarium Society got together and decided we can't have this Orca live and then realize that we stole a great life from this Orca for all these times. All aquariums would go under. And so all of a sudden, instead of having that be an outcome, they decided, let's just decide the outcome.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I don't know what happened. I just know that all these headlines were moving the Orca.
Get the spokesperson for SeaWorld, because I think they consulted with JFig.
Whoa.
Okay. JFig, we have a situation. We have a delicate situation we need some assistance with.
They were gonna relocate Lolita to Washington State.
Washington from here
for a 6-hour cross-country trip in a transport.
I'm
tank.
telling you, Irsay got high as a kite.
A transport tank
in a cargo plane.
Cargo plane.
I'm telling you, Irsay.
And that cost $20 million?
I mean, that sounds.
Yeah.
How much do you think it should cost to move a whale across the country?
On a plane?
It sounds like it's like, first of all,
We flew you to Vegas for $400.
Okay.
Point for Leroy.
I mean, a deserved point, but you're still a bastard.
Wait, was I not the only one who saw that was coming?
I didn't see that.
Isaiah said she would have never made it in the open ocean. No pod would have accepted her. I don't think that's true. I think that, first of all, whales are smarter than us, right?
Yeah.
And they talk through echolocation. You're going to tell me that the killer whales, which are all basically causing mutiny in the ocean against boats right now, you don't think they're not going to take her like a hero? Like, oh my God, you dealt with the humans for that long? There's no way they're not going to accept her into the pod. And the aquariums couldn't afford that. They couldn't afford that. They stolen all these years away from Lolita.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, now she doesn't make it.
The fix is in.
Now she doesn't make it.
Wow.
They said somebody gave Lolita cement shoes.
They said that it was a semi-wild sea pen, though. So it's not like they're just dumping her in the water. Like, hope you figure it out, dude. It's, they're working her way back in.
Yeah, she
would
like
have lived a good
probably
life.
comes friends with some jellyfish first,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, something's amiss here. Something's amiss.
Oh, J-Fix said they got her there when they purchased her
Got her where?
Got her where?
to Orlando.
Huh?
What?
They got Lolita there.
Where's there?
Huh? No.
Where's there?
She said no.
No, well, they never made it to Washington for sure. They never made it to Washington.
No, they didn't make it to Washington.
And you know what? And Washington never
Seattle.
and Washington never made it around J-Fig.
That's a boy.
Point for Tobin.
All right, take a quick break. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
So we were watching a commercial, and they have a sonic scrubber, which serves no purpose, because I'm going to tell you from firsthand experience, it need to have some bristles on there so you could wash your ass, right?
What is this sonic scrubber for?
You turn it on to like wash your back and wash.
Oh,
and you can
yeah,
wash,
yeah. You know what?
take
I
a bath.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yep.
no.
What the hell is that? Yeah, yeah.
Dirt don't just mysteriously come off of you, right? It's stupid. So we were talking, and I'm like, because of my wife, they say as a precaution, we all wash with medicated soap.
Oh.
So I was asking him, you go loofah or towel? And I'm going to tell you, hey, when y'all see them fancy commercials and the people washing their ass with their hands, that's not real. You ain't cleaning yourself. You ain't cleaning yourself. You need to rub, get in there with a towel or something like that. Now, they say loofahs get pretty nasty, so I like the towel.
Loofahs do get nasty, but so do, wouldn't a towel too, or you always
I can wash the towel. When last time you threw a loofah in the washing machine?
Nah, I don't know. I feel like it would ruin it.
Right.
But I feel like
all washcloth, baby.
Yeah, but like all the stuff's gonna wash out of it, you know?
What do you mean?
Of the loofah.
No.
Yeah.
That's just, let me explain something to you. I know you.
A lot of holes in
right?
the loofah.
When you take a shower with the loofah, your first concern when you're done is not, let me make sure this loofah is clean.
I know it's clean. If it was dirty, it would stink.
Ugh.
That's not true.
Definitely.
I feel like it's too late by then.
Right.
I'm a very cleanly person.
You should do what I did when I was a kid. Just run the water, stand outside the shower. They think you showered.
No,
I mean,
because then they check behind your ears, dummy.
Oh, they did.
You grew up in a swamp. What do I want to hear?
Okay. It's not necessary.
He's lashing out because he got.
Shams, he tweets out, as part of the NBA probe into his liar comment, James Harden told league investigators that he was referring to Daryl Morey telling Harden that he would trade him quickly following the 35.6 opt-in for the 23-24 season, per sources. 76ers stance is now they expect to keep James Harden.
So does he have a legitimate complaint?
Time to dust
Harden?
off the fat
Yeah.
suit.
I don't know, because
If that's what he was told, and now they're saying they're not trading him, yeah, he's a liar.
well, I mean, I get he's a liar, but what's the punishment there? Like, they don't have to trade you.
No, there's no punishment. Like, I'm just saying.
I think
the fact that Harden's calling him a liar,
here's the other thing that's fishy about it, though. Like, they're investigating. Here's why they're investigating it. They're not investigating because they called him a liar. You can say mean things to people, okay? What they don't want is that there was a wink deal that they said, take less money this year and we'll get you back next year, because that's salary cap circumvention.
that's the same thing they did with D Wade.
But there was never a point where D Wade lashed out like that in public.
No. D Wade didn't lash out because D Wade is D Wade.
Now he did. Yeah, there was the points where they put on Snapchat, Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money," which is funny,
right?
But this is what Harden's saying, and the other thing that's interesting about this is if he did think he was only going to get traded to one team, well, that also brings the Damian Lillard thing into the forefront, because the league said, well, you can't do that. You can only put one team, or I'm going to refuse for other teams. Now, I think the word is on Harden, like, he'd be open to going to other teams. Like, if the Heat wanted to trade for James Harden, he'd be open to coming here. It's just the Heat aren't going to trade for James Harden.
Correct.
So there's that. By the way, a couple things on the Damian Lillard front. I don't really think it's a big deal,
but you're going to throw it out there just in case.
Well, I'm a newsman. You know, as a newsman, you have to.
A what?
I'm a newsman.
They goes to show you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm a newsman.
Who says I'm a newsman?
Me. I'm a newsman. Yeah, I don't like to say I'm a journalist because I don't consider myself a journalist.
A reporter?
I don't.
Nobody calls themselves a newsman.
I'm a newsman. And as a newsman,
I didn't know that was a word. I think
it's not.
It's a reporter or a journalist. Essentially, you're saying you're.
No, I'm a newsman. And what I would say is, so the Damian Lillard, it was revealed this weekend no longer follows the Trailblazers on Instagram. Doesn't follow them anymore. But what I would say as a newsman, what I would say in my objective point of view of this, I don't find this to be a big deal because before whatever they roast me with, give me 2 seconds. Let me get this out of it. I don't find this to be a big deal because we already know he's upset with the Trailblazers.
Right.
I already know he's upset with the Trailblazers. I know he hates the Trailblazers. I know he wants to be in Miami. So him unfollowing the Trailblazers, that's kind of like the least interesting move there has been so far with Damian Lillard. Now go ahead with your joke.
All right. This one. Smita Smolik. Tobin scrubs through the Sonic menu all the time.
I'm actually not a big Sonic fan.
And JB, the commander, intangibles don't do washcloth, Leroy. That's a black thing, isn't it?
I have heard that a lot of intangibles are looked down upon because they don't use washcloths or any type of mechanism to just
make sure you're clean.
Direct soap to
to like
thing.
You see them commercials. Hold on. Let me tell you what the biggest crock is out there in life. When you see them cute little soap commercials or body wash commercials and they using their hands, you ain't washing yourself. You giving yourself a massage. That ain't cleaning you.
Yeah.
You can't just go soap and hands. You need some type of scrub. No, you ain't clean. Nasty ass.
Well, why would you be dirty if the soap is there? Like, doesn't that get rid of everything?
No, you gotta scrub. Are you kidding me?
Kind of seems ridiculous though. Like what you're saying is like you need.
So you think? Hold on.
Now I'm a
wait. Let me get this straight. So you are telling me that you believe you can just squirt a little soap in your hand, rub it on your body, and it's gonna raise up the soap, the dirt.
Clean first, hands.
I was gonna say that works for my hands.
Now
right?
it's a clean platform, right? Yeah, wash my hands. Do you use a loofah for washing your hands? Boxed in.
No.
Why?
I'm saying you think you can wash
do you use a washcloth when you go to the bathroom?
What do you mean?
Like when you go tinkle and you wash your hands afterwards, do you use a loofah or any mechanism there, or do you just wash your hands, dry them off?
But that's a different kind of dirty.
Is it?
Your hands are different than your body.
That's my point.
Wait, let me tell you something.
Whoa.
After what the kind of sweating you did, and that when you did the Pat Riley, right? That requires some scrubbing, dude.
I agree.
You can't just go in there with hands and
But if
hand soap.
if I did like a little like
A bird bath,
a little bird bath, like it's just hot. I need to clean everything out. You know, need to
get the essentials.
Need a refresher. By the way, to answer, I think when I change my loofah, it's probably when it tears. You know, like when a loofah gets to the point where it's like
that's too late. You already got fungus and stuff.
I don't know,
dude.
I think
you're
fine.
talking about that stuff just sitting on that plastic loofah.
No, it hangs, dude. It's fine. Once it drenches out, it's good,
dude. If you check,
you're not
loofah is the worst thing to take a shower with.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Worse
according to
yes,
Boom.
it is. Pull it up.
Loofah worse.
Is loofah good to take a shower with?
Here's why.
The most effective thing that is used for showering is
I know. We already know. That's a lie.
Oh, look, this is from Oprah Daily. It's best to just wash with our hands.
Oprah said that?
No,
Oprah
Oprah didn't. Not Oprah didn't. Oprah not intangible. She knows she used no washcloth.
This is by Michelle Derisaw.
I feel like
she's very white, right?
I feel like Oprah's getting bathed.
Actually,
the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Come on, that was one of the funniest lines. That was one of the funniest lines in Coming to America.
I mean, if you were Oprah, would you wash yourself?
Nope.
No way, dude.
Her tub is probably big as this room.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Put Scarface to shame. Oh man. We'll take a quick break. Final hour of the show coming up after this.
QAM broadcasting live from the
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Taking you up until 2 o'clock here on the program. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch.
You having a conversation about washing legs over here?
Yeah, Dave Staff wanted to know if I wash my legs as an intangibles, and I'm big on washing the legs.
Never wash.
So let me ask you a question.
Waste of time.
Can I ask you? I wash my legs.
Waste of time, dude.
Can I ask you? No, because he could just shake them in the water.
Okay. Seriously. What's going on?
So I'm gonna gingerly go into this. People who think that the best way to wash is with your hands.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
What do you do when you get to the nether regions? Just go up in there
sometimes
with your hand?
Depends.
Skip it.
Yo, nasty ass. No, you got to get all the I don't feel fresh
I think it's
until I get my undercarriage.
Pretty sure amphibians it's innard until they need SCO time.
That's just on me. It's just
I'm telling you, I can't you
I'll
go
tell
on
you
the
what.
golf, you go to the gym and work out and you sweat, you got to get your undercarriage.
Of course.
You can't just be going under there without something.
What about the locker rooms? Are they big into rags? Does everyone have a rag?
I used to bring my own rag and I had a loofah. But the loofah I had I would go get new loofahs every week. Can't use them but once or twice. They don't do. Look. Oh, hold on.
I think I made up money.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Marcos, what did that article say?
Article said loofahs do carry bacteria.
So does everything in life.
No,
But so
no,
does
not like
everything in
that. Not like that.
Okay.
You washing yourself to get clean.
You're falling victim to what the loofah company wants, which is you to buy a bunch of loofahs.
Big loofah.
No, I don't.
Big loofah, dude.
Washcloths. I buy a bunch of washcloths. You rewash them, you bleach them up, they're clean, you can go again.
Oh, you go with white.
Yeah.
So you can do your work.
Okay. What is going on?
You think I'm washing and then looking and say, "Ooh, I was dirty." What the hell's wrong with
Get
you?
to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know truck. There's a substantial difference, and I think some of the most fun I have is identifying the differences between me and you. Yep, because loofah is an intangible thing.
You just said you had one though.
Huh?
You said you had one. You'd buy a new one.
Because here's why. I tried to do the washcloth thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
No, but here's what happens. The only way to get it washed is to throw it in my bag with all my other dirty stuff. And washcloths need their own special washing with bleach and all that. And so they couldn't do that at the facility. So that's why I did the loofah thing. But I would go buy on the side of the store where you see the string loofahs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You bought them all?
I used to buy one every week, like a whole string of.
How much is a loofah these days?
99 cents, dude.
Price is right. You guys ready? You got 99 cents? What you got?
I got yeah. You can get one for a couple of bucks.
We're gonna go standard loofah off Amazon. Apparently you can't buy one loofah on Amazon. They have to.
Well, how much for a case of loofah?
A case of loofah 3-pack. Want to give me a guess? You want to keep your
I say $10.
$4.99.
Jesus. $4.97. This guy buys loofahs.
No, he doesn't.
$4.97. Pack of 3.
Pack of 3. Yeah. $5.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I get one of those. I think I got one that had 5.
So that's loofahs for the month?
Loofah on a stick?
No.
What do you think of that?
Loofah
for the month? Not
2
for Leroy.
weeks. I use it a couple of days. That's it.
What
Throw
about
it
a
away.
sponge? You guys into sponge?
Sponges?
There's
What are you,
bath
a car?
sponges. Okay. So I guess not.
Who?
What is a
I just
bath
think
sponge?
somebody's squeezing a sponge over you. And who washes with a sponge?
Yeah, just
Is it
grab
one of those sponges with the green stuff on the other side so you can get the tough spots?
Yeah, I gotta grab it from the
What are
sink.
you, a pot? No.
right.
You use a sponge?
No.
Right.
What am I, the old?
Sponge
No,
bath?
just sponge bath.
Vic Fangio uses a sponge.
Oh yeah, he does.
No.
Prefers his sponge bath.
Let's see here. Speaking of the Dolphins, little Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel on Tua, finally back on the football field after last season's abrupt ending because of concussion protocol. Mike White, by the way, in concussion protocol. If you guys are just tuning in, some injuries for the Dolphins. Mike White's in concussion protocol. Devon A. Chain, his shoulder, being described as week-to-week injury for the Dolphins rookie
But that
running
means
back.
if he's saying week to week, that means he's out this week.
Maybe. But here is
if he was in this week or had a chance to be in this week, it'd be day to day. He's going week to week. That means they're going to evaluate him after next
I
week.
think you made it sound like he's going to be back next week.
Who?
You.
Evaluate week to week.
I don't want to quibble
on
over
Monday.
But if anyone's week to week, do they ever come back in 1 week? I feel like they would have just been like, he'll be back next week.
Nope, that's the point.
Coaches don't like to give information.
Except Mike McDaniel.
Except Mike McDaniel, who loves to talk. And this is him on Tua's return.
It's not if, but when. You know, these are things that you prepare for. You know, I didn't feel anything except that it was a. I wasn't imagining his first play that he was going to tackle somebody on it, but you know, he's as prepared as one can be. So I'm not. If I was surprised that it happened, and or, you know, if I was surprised, I'd have my eyes blindfolded and earplugs in my ears. Like that's happens, a part of football, and you have to prepare for that, which he does.
All right.
I don't think he had a blindfold on, so guess he's not surprised.
That is great, though.
I think, like you said, he did enough to wet our whistle. I don't even want to say that. He did enough.
Why won't you say wet our whistle?
I just don't. It's just everything about that. That's you. I'm gonna let
You said that.
Yeah, I don't know why he's against
Hey,
it.
get him out of there. My whistle is wet.
Can you get me Mike McDaniel? I don't know if I should put it in, but can you get me what it mentally meant for Tua, though?
Yep.
I think he's finding himself as a man, and he's doing it alongside teammates. And I think that this, you know, when you're been doing something for that long, you're just enjoying the process day in, day out. You know, he is so comfortable in his skin, and so his zest for life is so strong now as a father and a husband and a quarterback, and he is enjoying, you know, he's worried about the right stuff. Like, you throw a pick first play, that's not ideal. But you focus on, okay, well, most people, you know, might let that linger and have an effect on how you approach everything else. As a competitor, I'm going to try to not have that be the case. And I think all of that fits within him and his development and where he's at. And I'm excited to see him every day. And he's got a really cool new tattoo, so that's cool too.
What? Come on.
He's right. That tattoo looks sweet.
He won me over with that last line.
That tattoo is awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Dude, come on.
That's deep, dude. You don't like that? McCoachin, like, there's a zest for life with Tua. Zest, dude. Zest is best. What? Yeah. Papa Tua. Got a baby.
I feel like zest is that.
Another
thing.
baby on the way. Tua kids. It's all there for us, baby. This is going to be the Dolphins' year. Come on now.
I feel like zest is one of those things, again, that can only be used to describe food.
Josh says, imagine going to court with this dude and having to type it up. Listen, dude, imagine the PR department that has to type it up every day.
Speaking of food, I went to Chick-fil-A the other day, right?
Even on a Chick-fil-A kick, apparently.
Yeah. The line was god awful long, so I parked. Got to park way somewhere else. I go inside.
Sucker move, by the way.
Can I have a name for your order? Dude, the line was in the street.
You would have been fine, though, because
No.
they come up with you.
No.
They do. They have it down to
No.
a science.
No, I got out quicker.
Try it. I bet you.
move.
I did.
I bet you didn't.
I did.
I bet you didn't.
So anyway, so the guy goes, can I get a name for your order? Leroy. Okay, what would you like? Blah, 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 blah. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. They're yelling out names.
So you didn't
So
get out
finally,
quicker.
finally, they go, there's an order for May here. And they spill out the order. I'm like, that's me. I'm like,
May?
I told a guy, Leroy, how the hell did he get May out of that?
May?
And he goes, I misheard you. I said, dude, Even common sense would have said, let me check, because May is a girl's name.
Leroy?
So,
Yes.
like, what was the aftermath of that? Did you just take your food and leave?
I
Or
take my food and left.
Did they give you a coupon? They always give
No,
you know
they
what you
didn't give
should have
me a
done?
coupon. I don't know.
Should have just gone in the car line because you would have been out there lickety split.
No, dude, the line was out in the road
I don't
on
know how
Commercial
Chick-fil-A does
Road.
it. Chick-fil-A has it down to a
No,
science.
they don't.
They do.
The line was out
Dude,
near
I'm
Commercial.
telling you right now, nobody in the history of lines handles lines better than Chick-fil-A.
They don't
Nobody. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay, just call me May then. That's how well they
Well, you
handle
went
the
inside like
damn
a sucker.
line.
You tried to buck the line. It was a terrible choice by you.
I hate waiting in lines. I looked inside, nobody was there.
It's all a theater of the mind.
I
there.
couldn't even get in line. The line was on the road, the
You would've
main
been
street.
out like
No.
Personally, I think they should close the lobby. Don't even open the doors. Stick to the 45 lane drive through you have.
No, it's 2. And there's cars everywhere, dude.
It's intense. It gets
Schmiedson
intense.
says that Chris Burster handles lines better than Chick-fil-A.
Yes, he does.
Point for Twitcher.
He means O lines, of
Yes.
course. So I know where all your minds went.
Of course.
Anyway, take a break. Tua, love having you back. He's a different man with a sweet ass tattoo.
Oof, that was very close. That was very close.
What?
Without tattoo, that's very close.
You get your mind out of the gutter, dude. Even though, listen, he's not far off from Kyle Lowry.
I mean,
He's been working on his
get your mind out of the gutter. He lives there. Frog Boy.
dude. Shots on the way out.
Daddy loves you guys.
WQAM.
All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, guys, want to get your hair cut by the Miami Hurricanes and Miami Dolphins barber? We've got your chance for you to freshen up your look with Steven Rivera, the barber to the athletes. Just go to WQM.com/contest. Let's get to a training camp update, which is brought to you by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enroll today in one of their over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. Miami Dolphins win their second preseason game against the Texans 28-3. Tua made his preseason debut. They ran for 205 yards. Savon Ahmed, he rushed for 99 yards on 12 carries. He was doing it all for them. So great job by him. Mike McDaniel, he confirmed today that Devon A-Chain has a shoulder injury. He's week to week. And Mike White is in concussion protocol. So
did anybody see him get hit?
They showed the hit. Yeah, it was one of those. It didn't look like, it wasn't one of those obvious ones. He got taken to the ground and then the guy kind of landed on his head. But so not great. Hopefully he'll be okay. So Skylar Thompson, you would expect would get the majority of the action coming up on Saturday against the Jaguars.
They did sign. Who's the quarterback they signed?
James Blackman.
Who
was on the he was on the roster, I think, in OTAs.
Okay.
So he is back. And that's your update. That is your camp update. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, guys.
Are you familiar with how things work?
No.
Okay.
How was Scooby?
Loofah, towel, or hands?
I cannot believe that you guys have actually gotten to this point on air.
Yeah, because it's obvious that it's hands.
To the point where you described what color the towel is.
I thought you were going to say, I can't believe that Tobin thinks that the whale was assassinated.
Actually, no. I kind of agree with you.
Really? Wow!
Okay.
That was too fishy.
Too fishy, right?
Okay. All right.
I'm not trying to do a thing there, Marcos, but you wouldn't say it's a little odd that all of a sudden.
Yeah. But
all of a sudden they were noticing that she was uncomfortable or something along those lines. Now you notice?
Right.
She's been around for 57 years.
I don't buy it. But they last much longer than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as J-Fig knows.
How long do they normally last?
Like hundreds of years.
No, guys, it's not hundreds of years. We're just saying things out.
Well, look it up.
Male orcas last 30 years and obviously longer in the wild. Females last about 50 years and can be as old as 90 in the wild.
Okay, then. So she had half her life in front of her, and all of a sudden, curtains.
Okay, well,
Marcos, I'm telling you right now, dude.
It happens, man.
Something is amiss here. Who
benefits from this? The
aquariums. What do you mean it benefits from this?
So you think all
aquariums, all of them.
So they got a slush fund?
Something
like you're making it sound like they got a.
All of a sudden these aquariums have been running for the entire time. You don't think that they got a little dough on the side to make some things go away?
Several individuals living as long as 80 to 100 years.
That's a lot of time. If that orca got out there in that ocean and lived and flourished, and I know people are going to say, "Oh, nobody would have accepted it." Bull hunky. Okay.
Wow.
These orcas can read minds. They know the pain that orca's been through. They would have accepted her like that.
Really haven't seen Avatar 2.
Yeah.
The Way of Water.
I'm telling you, J-Fig, they knew that orca was going to be fine. It was going to flourish, and that's a bad look for aquariums.
Exactly.
So all the aquariums got on the phone and said, "Listen, buddy, check them out."
Aquarium Union, whatever they have together, dude.
Wow. Aquarium Union?
Yeah.
I really think this was only a couple of them pulled this together. This is definitely Atlantis from Bahamas. They made a call for sure. The aquarium in Georgia, in Atlanta, that's a big one. It is a big one.
Don't mess with that one. I like that.
I do like it, but they were on the phone. They had to be on the phone call. If this is what you're saying is true. That aquarium you went to in Vegas, they're like Tobin and Leroy. We saw them, and we need to make sure that we're on this call. This business needs to continue.
I'm just telling you, it's a little bit. It's suspect. It's suspect. I don't want to keep making the fishy pun, but
gotcha.
It's suspect because they're mammals. But
okay,
you should see the last fishy pun.
Speaking of whales, Damian Lillard. What do I make of this? Damian Lillard reposted his new album is out, Don Dalla.
Yep.
And he has been, posting some stories, some compliments. Who's digging the album on his Instagram? He also posted this one. If our esteemed J-Fig could put this up here, our neighborhood birderer.
Okay. I know you were at a loss for words there, trying to see what you would call me.
So somebody writes, Miami is waiting for you and your music. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, aka Heat logos, at Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard reposted it. How about that?
How would he do that?
World to see. For the world to see, Leroy.
Why would they do that?
For the world to see.
So do you think that he was just reposting anyone that mentioned his album? Could
Nope.
we have snuck in there?
No, because just think about how many people have
No,
actually.
Tobin just admitted it. He was reposting.
He was reposting a lot, but this is what I would say. Damian Lillard has been very careful about not seeming classless in all of this. He likes to handle himself with a level of class. He's a classy guy. That's why I remember when the whole thing with the Will Smith Miami was going on, he made sure his agent put out a statement to say, I wasn't trying to antagonize anybody. I don't like to do that to the Blazer fan. Then when he had his Don Dalla launch party, he said, I wasn't saying I was sweating like a Blazers fan. I would never say that. That's not my style.
Clarify.
So if he doesn't come out there and say that this wasn't intentional, I'm led to believe it was intentional. I'm led to believe that.
You
Leroy.
could be tagged on many stories, and
Right.
sure, he did post a lot of stories.
You don't think there are a lot of clout
you're picky on the ones that you actually choose
right?
to put
You
out
don't think
there.
that there's a lot of people out there that's trying to get on Dame Dalla's story?
Exactly.
Who's not listening to Don Dalla and his new hit, Mike Breen?
Oh, I did hear that song actually.
He's got a song named Mike Breen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Mike Breen cleared that sample.
Yep.
Nice. Bang.
Wait till he's got
You gotta
the.
do from way downtown. From way downtown, bang.
But wait till he has got the hit single Eric Reed.
Oh, kaboom. Getting better.
What?
I can't wait for Ron Rothstein.
Name of that song would be "Stop the Tape."
Stop the tape.
No, that would be the hook, but this title would be Ron Rothstein.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's out there. By the way, did you also see on Heatland the Heat? This is according to Vince Goodwill of Yahoo Sports. Not a pot stirrer. Got some credibility. This
okay.
Yahoo Sports.
Oh, so now you looking for that now, so you can tell your story behind the backs of people who don't have any controversy with their name.
Are you saying I'm using him as a credibility shield?
Yes.
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm just reading the facts, dude, or I'm reading his report.
Go ahead.
He says, everyone is circling and waiting in regards to Joel Embiid. A league source tells Yahoo Sports the Knicks and Miami are keeping an eye on everything going on.
Told you. Told you.
Why would
If
they
Pat
do
Riley
that?
had a choice between Joel Embiid and
Why would they
Dame
do that?
Dollar, he would take Joel Embiid every day.
So do you think that's why that everybody
don't
in the
think-
Dame trade
no.
is getting more comfortable and they think they're going
No.
to stay because
No.
Joel Embiid and that's their targets? They're now targeting Joel Embiid?
No, but I think this
Hmm?
that if it gets to a point where he'd say, done with that, we're going on and moving on to Joel Embiid, that Cronin's going to look like crap for not pulling this
Well, they're
off.
going to need a couple things. They're going to need Joel Embiid to make a stink.
Yeah.
Which he's yet to do. And second of all, you're going to need Jimmy to really push it.
Is the price more expensive?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the reigning MVP.
Huh.
So if I gave you a choice, do you think? See, I think Jimmy would rather play with Dame, but I think Pat would rather have Joel Embiid because I just think that
Jimmy's close with Joel.
When you look at what will take some of the pressure off of Jimmy, one of it is being present. You know,
I'm with you there. Joel Embiid is getting hurt every single year. He falls too much. He's a flopper. Very talented.
But he put you over the top. He would put you.
Depends if you gotta
Joel Embiid on the Heat would make them favorites.
what is the team there though? Like you're just plugging him in. Like what do you have to give away something? So like if you have to trade Bam for him?
No. You still got Jimmy, Bam, and Joel.
I don't know how that works though.
Why not?
It just feels like it's a weird fit. And Joel,
because you can. Here's what you can do.
Joel Embiid's played with another big before. The only time he's really done it is with Horford, and it didn't go well.
But here's the deal, because you can move them back and forth, right?
I think
Joel can be in the paint.
I think
and play in the perimeter a little bit, and so can.
I think defensively it would work okay. I think offensively it could be clunky. Because you're three, even though Joel can shoot the three, every time Joel shoots the three,
everybody cheers.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. And so for me, I just feel like it's a clunky fit. And I also don't think that they get him without trading Bam. I don't think the trade happens. So that's why I say you would need Jimmy to push it. Jimmy would have to say, Pat, call up that highfalutin Daryl Morey and trade Bam Adebayo for Joel Embiid because that's what I want. I'm Jimmy Butler. And then you have
sign off. I'm Jimmy Butler.
That's what he would have to sign off, dude. He would have to do that. It would have to be pushed by Jimmy, and I don't know if Jimmy would do that. I don't know.
I think
because let me tell you something. The Heat love Bam. Bam is their culture carrier. He has done
drafted
everything.
by them.
He's drafted by them. He's homegrown,
and he likes Dame.
And and he's already and by the way, he's also gonna have a pipeline to a superstar for the next whatever years because everybody loves him. He'll poach you, Jason Tatum, down the line.
So you're looking at big picture.
I'm looking a little big picture, and I'm also looking.
Now all of a sudden, big picture. You know what? You look big picture when it fits what you're trying.
What do you mean, dude?
I've asked you to look at big picture all the time. Like, don't just look at here and now. And you like, I don't care. I want him.
I don't, but I'm not. I guess because I'm not an Embiid guy. That's why.
It doesn't matter. You got to know that your GM.
Mm-hmm. I know what he wants.
Loves bigs.
He loves Bam though too.
Yeah.
Even if he is 6'9" on a good day.
Right.
But he's been damn effective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why are you leaning away?
I'm not leaning away.
You are leaning away.
Look, I'm fine.
What are you down for the count? You on a hammock?
No. Chick-fil-A don't even make you groggy.
Got to start eating those salads. I feel good.
You feel light?
Yeah.
Man,
feel
quit
regular?
lying to yourself.
Did he say he had salad?
Yeah, salad.
Well,
It was
I'm so
good.
proud of you, Marco.
You got a salad
You know,
with
I'm 30 now.
with grilled chicken.
Wow, grilled chicken.
There was a point where Jimmy Butler did flirt with Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid was like, I guess I got to be the bad guy. And then Jimmy Butler went on his Instagram and said, I know a place where bad guys are welcome.
Mm.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that
And
too.
you got excited about that too.
Well, you know.
All right. I'll give you Jovic, Lowry, a couple first-round picks, and Caleb Martin. There you go, Philly. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
He's gonna leave it.
He's gonna leave it.
He's gonna leave it. I don't see how you could get Joel Embiid without trading Bam. I just don't see it.
I don't
see
want
how
to
you
trade
can do it.
Bam though.
I don't want to trade him either.
I do think Joel Embiid is
Smeaton
slightly
says
better.
wrong. Riley chooses Dame over Embiid because Dame doesn't cost them Bam.
I agree with that.
I can't disagree.
I agree with that.
I can't disagree with that. But I will say this. Y'all don't forget.
It needs to be Jimmy.
He loves the bigs.
But see, this is what if let's just say Jimmy didn't like Bam or likes Bam but loves Joel but more, you know, like he loved Gogi but he loved Kyle Lowry more. Let's just say he went to Pat and
It's over.
And he said and like he goes over to the office and he goes, hey Pat. He goes, hey Jimmy, how's it going, man? He goes, that's good. Hey, who's that? Oh, he goes, that's just an old photo of Kareem. He goes, generational big, huh? He goes, we don't have many of those in the game these days, huh, Pat? He goes, no. He goes, you know, speaking of bigs, I was watching some old NBA TV the other day and, you know, watching that Philly series with me and Joel. And, man, I really think we could have been something together. What are you saying, Jimmy? What if I were to tell you that Joel is willing to make a stink? And all it would take is giving up Bam. What are you saying, Jimmy? No, I'm not saying anything. You know, just have a great day, Pat. You know?
I think another important thing that gets missed here.
I just want a disclaimer, by the way. Bam, I'm not saying I would trade you.
No,
that's a hypothetical scenario. That is not me.
here's one thing that we don't seem to appreciate. And this is all because of Udonis. Right? They take pride in that. They take pride in the guy being able to play for that long a time.
Yeah.
And I think Bam is that next guy.
I don't think they're ever. I think.
And I think Bam is the guy that's going to carry that UD torch. And I think they understand that and they like that. So I wonder how much that plays into the decision making when there's no way in hell they want to get rid of their guy. Jimmy's different. Jimmy's their guy, but you came later on in your career.
Yeah, you brought.
We've
him in.
had Bam since the beginning.
But Jimmy's also, they've given Jimmy the one thing I would say again. If the Joel Embiid thing happens, I think it has to be pressed by Butler. If it was going to happen, first of all, let's just say he's on the table. Let's just say that happens. That's a big if. Then you have to say is Morey willing to trade him? That's another big if. Although this article did say that, which I did find interesting. Vince Goodwill did write that a lot of people covertly think that Morey secretly wants Joel out, kind of like a Danny Ainge. He just wants a complete rebuild. Because you want to know why? Here's a secret to it. GMs love a rebuild. Job security.
It gives them extra 2 years.
Yeah, GMs love a rebuild.
Yeah.
Because like if he doesn't, if this goes really badly, he could get fired. But if you rebuild, and you know those dummy Sixer fans, they love a rebuild too.
Yep.
Love the process. So anyway, let's just say he was available, but you knew it was going to take Bam. I don't think the Heat organization would do it unless Jimmy Butler came to them and said, do it. That's what I think. That's what I think it would take. And then they'd still, I think, wrestle with it because they really love Bam.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's right. I can't even think of a situation that, like, compares to that. Because I know they have a good relationship. But, like, it's like if Wade was like, hey, we need this guy. We need Bosch. We have to get rid of Haslam.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like such a beloved Miami Heat player, and Bam contributes more than Haslam did. But just would feel like if your leader is telling you to get rid of the heart of your team, I don't care how much talent is coming in, just ruins the vibes.
It is a vibe ruiner. It is a
not
vibe
good.
ruiner.
You know what fixes vibes?
Bringing Goran back with
championships.
Okay, Goran.
Championships. What are you doing? Why?
Just messing around.
It's just a Band-Aid. Just Goran.
Leroy's going to be happy because if they get rid of Bam, but they keep Jovic, he's going to be like, yeah, but we got Jovic next to Joel. That's a good big fit.
Yep.
You're not messing.
I'm not doing it, Bam. I would never trade you. I love you. I would never trade you.
You know what's amazing? Tyler Herro just kind of.
That's what I'm saying. He's back, dude. He's not going anywhere.
Wow.
You could tell by his Instagram.
He ain't got nothing to do with this.
His Instagram.
He ain't got nothing to do with this though.
What do you mean he doesn't have anything to do with it? Like he wouldn't be in the deal?
No, he has nothing to do with it. Being that if they decide to trade him, he ain't got no say so in it.
No, he doesn't.
So why are you looking at his Instagram?
I just because of him changing his Twitter bio earlier. Nah, but you do that to everything. So like when you do it, it has a lot less effect because you always jump and dismiss everything.
What was that, Leroy? That was very mature.
If Leroy was a superhero, it would be the dismisser.
Oh, for sure.
That would be his superpower. You guys think this is awesome? Not that great. You impressed by this win? Wait till the playoffs. The dismisser.
So
What would Tobin be? The newsman?
Oh, the newsman.
I am a newsman.
The newsman.
I am a newsman. Just like my fellow newsman, Vince Goodwill here with his Joel Embiid report. Anyway.
You're an idiot.
Take a break. Play a little all right, don't know on the other side.
Oh, no.
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. We wrap up on Monday with our favorite Monday game. All right.
All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Leroy has to play twice.
What do you mean? It's completely different.
Then game ball and game bum?
Yeah, it's completely different.
All
That's
right.
your segment.
Okay.
I just don't want you to be so broad all the time, Narrow it down.
I just listen.
It's a lot of things from
the
a weekend
listen,
to celebrate,
I would say this: the way that we have trashed the offensive line the last couple years, they need their comeuppance. And if you look around the league, everybody's having the same arguments we have with the offensive line. So understand what you're getting and work around it. They did a hell of a job.
My all right goes to Savon Ahmed.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
Right. After not playing that all the week before.
After not playing, after getting bowled over, he rallied himself and put forth a great performance.
You think we need a little more, just one guy that got a little
beef to him?
Yeah.
A little beef?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me, dude. What do you think?
I mean, the way they do it, I can't argue because they all can run. But I think there comes a point in time where you're going to have 2,500 pounds of man on the 2-yard line lined up on all fours in the groundhog position. You know what the groundhog position is? The groundhog. I thought you was touching my ass. I turned around. That was the chair. Like, I did you hit the chair? Like, you see me jump around? I'm like,
It was a washcloth.
I'm like, hey, I wanted to raise up and say, no.
My no goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow.
Why? Because he lost again?
You messed with Messi, and guess what, dude? The GOAT, he gave you the horns. You thought you were gonna cut.
Really?
You were gonna.
I thought we were
Messi.
done with that after the after the Matador got horned.
Oh, dude, let me tell you something. I saw a bull on the way to work today. I mean,
What,
it
just
was-
walking down the street?
No,
Where do you live?
He was
What do you
getting he was getting transported somewhere. His bull hog was all out. Like, it looked like he was ready to go make some baby cows.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. What are you doing?
What do you got for all right on no, dude?
So my all right again, Messi. Like he's
good.
He's good.
All right.
He's good. Like we've seen so many guys like maneuver in that box, in the penalty box, and is afraid to take the shot and pass it. He finds a crack, boom, deadly. He's awesome.
And you want to tell something? Everybody wants to mock the MLS. You're all just jealous. You're jealous because we got the GOAT. He's right. He's raising the level of play, and they're jelly belly. So go ahead.
He's not raising the level of play of everybody else.
And by the way, he didn't want to go to. He hated PSG. right?
Yeah.
He said he hated PSG. So you know what? You guys can enjoy Mbappe over there. Have your fun.
Did he play with Mbappe?
Yeah, it was him, Neymar. Yeah, the whole crew.
And they never. Wow. And he was getting all the rap. He was getting all the.
Of course. And guess what?
Right.
And what did Messi do?
You know what?
He leaves. He goes to.
So he
team,
was.
one already.
Was he the Aaron Rodgers of soccer?
Messi?
Yeah, one
Messi-
championship.
No, he's got more championships than anybody. He's like, I think they said he's up to 44.
Oh, league championships.
Won all the trophies.
Yeah, that's what he does, dude.
That's what he does.
That's what he does.
That's what he does, Bam.
Hey, my no current situation in Davie in our development.
Oh
no! A water main broke, and so right now people are complaining of Richard Trickle.
Oof.
Right? Who is a NASCAR driver.
That's right. Wow.
So, but I'm not going.
We're still not gonna say his name.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Just Richard.
You could do it.
Richard Trickle. That's what our water's doing right now.
Hmm.
So it probably might have to go with a towel instead of loofah, because loofahs need to be extremely wet. And to your loofah users, you can't use that thing forever. Give it a couple of washes, throw it away. It collects nastiness.
I will buy a new loofah just for you today, Leroy.
When was the last time you replaced your loofah?
My wife buys the loofahs, dude.
When was the last time?
Go along for the ride.
Months? Right. You ever used the towel so much that it was stiff?
Yeah. I think it's actually that's usually when it's at its best.
Okay.
You caveman.
Dude, nothing. Stop being a redneck all the time, right? You need to be domesticated. You're out here like a wild animal. Don't wash. You can't wash certain areas of your body with your hands. That's called something else.
Flanka Top Shotta says PSG is terrible. The inmates run the asylum. They will never win a Champions League. That's why Messi was miserable there.
Did everybody look up at me once they figured out what I was saying?
Yeah.
Because J-Fin goes, haven't figured it out, Marcos?
Richard Trickle, you say?
No, not Richard.
Okay. Right.
J-Fin, what do you got?
Well, Leroy.
What happened?
A certain coach of yours is a
Ooh.
Swifty.
Oh, that's right.
Harbaugh?
Nope.
No.
No. Who?
New fan.
Mr. Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick likes Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Dude,
He
I'm
admitted
telling
on WEEI's Greg's Hill show that he's
Oh, that's our friends.
your friends.
What did he say?
I saw a little bit of Taylor, stopping short of calling himself a full-blown Swiftie, but he was praising her for putting on a hell of a show during heavy rainfall.
Yeah, he must respect that because he would make Leroy
No.
practice in the rain.
Here's the deal.
And that she was
If
pretty
you have
impressive
kids-
and that she's tough.
If you have kids, then you become fans of what your kids are fans of, or grandkids,
Don't blame the
or whatever.
kids. Don't blame
But
the kids.
here's the deal. People don't realize this dude is like best friends with Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
So it's not like he knows some people. It just doesn't. You can't picture him just bopping his head to music at all. That makes two of us.
Well, if he wants Mac Jones to be good, he's got to do more than just be living on a prayer.
Okay.
Somebody says so is Stephen A. He
Is
bought
this-
tickets also, right?
Probably.
What, to Taylor?
Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody
was
can
there.
get tickets with you.
Everyone was
J
there.
Fig, you want me to get you some tickets?
If you can somehow magically put your hands on some
Hey,
tickets.
I'm Leroy. I get you some tickets.
Watch out. He still owes my brother shoes. Be careful.
No, that's not.
I was there. He never actually
I
said
never said that.
No,
No,
I said
he
sometimes-
was on
I
record.
said-
Leroy's
wait,
going to
I
help
said-
me get Taylor
I said-
Swift tickets.
I said sometimes I can get access to shoes. If I get them out, let me know what size you wear. He goes, bet. Leroy, give me some shoes. I said, that's not what I
The
said.
facts have changed.
No, they haven't
All
changed.
of a sudden, dude. Very
Oh
convenient.
my goodness.
What's your oh no, J Fig?
So, a lot of people this weekend were, I don't like, okay, you know how we are, us Floridians with hurricanes, that we experience them all the time and we
Yeah,
make
yeah.
jokes out of them. Well, people in California were giving out like false information as to what was actually happening. So I was very confused the entire time of how truly impacted they were by Hurricane Hillary. And my oh no goes to, like, let's say if somebody was to actually go through something very severe and not enough light has been shined on that. So that my oh no goes to that. I
So
don't know.
dismissing a hurricane is your
Dismissing a hurricane, especially when it's like the first one you've had in many
Ever.
years. Exactly.
Ever.
And apparently in Nevada, I believe it was, a huge rock fell off of a mountain and everything on a very busy highway. So
Listen, Nevada,
Wow.
that'll shut stuff down in Nevada.
A rock? It just rocks just
Like
falling.
Wile E. Coyote.
rocks are flying out. Yes. Things are happening. So
Wait,
Hold up
wait,
the sign that
wait,
says-
you dummy.
and there was an
He's just sitting here
earthquake
telling
too.
you
But
people
no
don't
one's out
take
here
it
saying
serious.
anything.
And 2 seconds later, you say, you mean like Wile E. Coyote?
And you laugh.
I was laughing at you, not with you. She's trying to be serious, saying, hey, you need to take these hurricanes serious. A rock fell on the road. And then you go, like Wile E. Coyote? No, you're not. Stop.
Marcos, you're all right, oh no?
My all rights goes to this super sweet shirt I'm wearing, which is like merch of my baby's face, which I think
Did he get
is
approval of that?
amazing. Yeah.
Hey,
I
did he get residuals?
Yeah, I do have to pay him for this. I'm trying to work off my debt right now. I think it's dope. I can walk around with a merchandise shirt of my babe everywhere. So that is my favorite gift I've ever gotten. That gets my all right.
All right.
My oh no
goes to salad. No. We know you ain't like it. You trying to all of a sudden act like you like salad.
I love salad. Everyone should have a salad. Today. Salads are good.
Where was the salad from?
Chick-fil-A. It was a Cobb salad too. Had all the
with I even got him grilled chicken nuggets on the top.
Yeah, all the fixins.
Grilled chicken
Appreciate you, Leroy. You take care of me.
So you had a salad draped in meat.
Not really.
Grilled chicken.
He put so much. Wait, he put so much dressing on it.
Oh, so good.
Then he ruined it.
Avocado something. Wow, that was good.
What's your oh no?
My oh no. I feel bad for talking about him because now we know he's in concussion protocol. But Mike White, dude.
Oh no!
Come on,
you gotta get this taken before like when I said do a ruined Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
The poor quarterback. I didn't want to say that. I really feel bad for him. I just expected better, Mike White. I'm sorry. I just, this is the first bit of news I've gotten from you since you've joined the Dolphins, and it's that you will no longer be in commission. So I feel like we kind of, maybe we should have a different way.
I'm surprised you don't like Pink.
Wait, what?
The color or the band?
The girl, Pink.
Oh.
You don't like Pink?
She's all right, but I wouldn't pay to go see her.
Really?
I would say you'd be closer to Pink than Taylor Swift.
Pink hasn't had Pink.
I can surprise you sometimes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you had to guess, that Pink is more along, rocker. Like, she's more along Taylor Swift.
But I feel like she has a lot more slower songs.
Yeah. Well, I'll go see Pink. Just give me a reason.
Okay.
Why are you?
-1.
We gotta go, everybody. That's our show.
Jovic, here's Nikola. Step back three. Strings it. What a tough shot that is. Nikola Jovic.
No, they didn't make it to Washington.
And Washington never made it around J-Fig. What's up with your boy?
Every player is, it's like a snowflake, I would say.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Text